Yeah.
Right, okay.
You know what they say, I before E, except after C, and only if it rhymes with B.
There's no E.
Ah. No, there is. There is.
There is at the end. Okay.
The I before the E.
Anyway, we're ready. We're started. We're live now.
It's
Right.
very funky music.
The sounds
Yeah,
rather
sorry, let me
upbeat.
change. Yeah, let me change it.
And it's quite blurry.
This is the music that I've had in the background whilst on the stream. There we go. I want ambient music. There we go. That's better.
Yeah.
Okay, so welcome back. We have had a 2-week break, because of me having to do some training and because of Easter, but we are finally back, ready to continue with our mischief. So I'm just going to very quickly recap, just in case you can't quite remember what you were doing last time. Last session, you went to investigate the mysterious force energies that had been popping up around the town, discovering that there was some unnatural plants that seemed to be tied to this, that were growing in some of the fields surrounding the town. You were accosted by a band of thugs with a very difficult encounter, but met a new companion in the form of the one-legged Aarakocran sort of messenger Vine. Druid Vine, who is now accompanying you around in these assisting with the different bits and pieces. When you got back to town, though, you slept for the night. Ragnar had some more carousing being done, got drunk and robbed, I believe, and then dragged himself back to the tavern. You went to do some investigations, noticing that there was now a great dome of force that was surrounding the town and cutting the town off from the outside world. You went to the Temple of Ogma to try and find some information, where you met another Aarakocra called Ias, who gave you a few little bits of information about the town's history, and he told you that there used to be a hidden fortress underneath the city, which was a last line of defence, an ancient fortress, long since abandoned and forgotten about, that it seemed to be the rough location of where this bubble of force was being projected from, or the centre of the force.
Ragnar doesn't know this yet, though.
Ragnar doesn't know this because Ragnar is still hungover in bed. I don't think Ragnar even noticed that there was a force field.
I haven't yet.
I don't think he realised that yet. I think he would too.
No,
too
he
hungover to
walked
miss it.
back home
I
and
think he
just
did walk back home and
didn't
completely
care.
ignore it.
Damn Ragnar.
So
I did see
yeah.
him down here really loud.
So Ragnar is still in bed. Seldisa and Vine both went to talk to the sergeant, whereas Hikivim went away and was going to do some scouting at the rough location of the entrance to the fortress. Then Ias told you that there was a escape route built into the side of the cliffs. That he thought would probably be the only way to get into the fortress now. So, I think, Ragnar, I'm not going to start with you, because you're
quick
passed
question,
out drunk in bed.
Before we start on anything, why is Hikivim about to jump off of the tower?
Because that's where he decided to put himself to go scouting.
Right, fair enough.
So, we're going to start with Seldisa and Vine. You go to the Citadel. It is bustling. It's much busier than you've seen it previously. Guards are running around all over the place in obvious upheaval due to this mysterious bubble of force that has appeared overnight.
That seems
you
reasonable.
can see that the Sergeant Lambkins and his second, Sergeant Breeden, are directing and guiding people around, issuing instructions, etc., etc. Are you going to head over to them?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, you head over to them. Lord Freeman, and I don't believe we've met your companion yet.
Introduce yourself. Oh, my name is Vine. Very nice to meet you.
A messenger, Aarakocra. Well, I'm afraid you're not going to be doing that much flying at the minute with the current situation. But if you're lending lending help, we very much appreciate it. Have you managed to find out any more information?
We've gone to the temple of
Ogma.
and we spoke to another Akanara there, and he said that he has an idea of where the source of this stone is coming from. It's coming from I believe it's the old citadel.
The old fortress. Yeah, we've heard the legends and the
Yes.
myths. We haven't really investigated. We haven't seen much point in it. Well, until now. Is this maybe linked with the happenings that have been going on, the random walls of force?
Most likely, he said that sort of it's the sort of a magical circles happening down in the old fortress, and it's creating the dome.
Sergeant Breeden would turn to her commander and go, "That would make sense with the locations of the walls of force that have been popping up." Yes. Well, I presume. I'm afraid that we can't really spare that many people at the moment to give you an assistance. I know that you have a travelling companion in Malaya who has been very helpful in terms of healing over the past few days. I mean, you'd be welcome to take her, or potentially you can take Sergeant Breeden with you, but we need as many people as we can spare at the moment to stop rioting. People are understandably scared currently.
Is it possible for Malaya to come with us?
Well, it's entirely up to her and you. She's your companion after all.
Can we go and see Malaya?
Yeah, you can. Okay, we're going to switch quickly now to Hikyveen then. So, Hikyveen, you go investigating around. So, what are you doing?
Well, looking for the entrance.
Okay.
Well, the escape.
Where and how? Where and what are you looking for specifically?
Well, I would assume I'd be looking in, like, the location we were told about.
So you're looking because you were only given a vague location. So you were looking in that sort of area, and what are you looking for?
It could be an inclination of sorts, anything that tells me that there is something more than just a wall.
Are you looking for a secret hidden door? Are you looking for a trap door? That's the question, really. What are you looking for particularly? Are you looking for a lever to open some sort of hidden entrance, etc., etc., that sort of thing? Are you looking for something like a hidden door?
It's kind of a mix of all of those.
Kind of a mix of all of them. Okay, roll me an investigation check then.
Okay.
We need to have a drum roll for every roll, I think.
Investigation plus 2.
Audio setup is delicate enough, Squishy.
Uh-oh, I something.
Your audio setup's just fucked.
Yeah, I know. I've got with me thingy.
I got a 12.
12. There are plenty of pathways that lead across the coastline. Mostly seem to be sort of like birthing paths for the dock workers and stuff like that. There are some sort of rooms. Oh, blimey! Somebody's having a text message or getting interference with their phone.
Dial-up internet.
Yeah, so there seems to be some almost like catacombs as well that many of the dock workers seem to use as warehouses. You don't see anything necessarily that would jump out at you as a secret entrance there yet, though.
Okay.
But you see there are plenty of paths that follow the cliffside underneath the citadel's walls. but any one of them could lead to somewhere. You know that some of them are used for the warehouses, for the dock workers, but again, you can't find anything that points out to you, this is where I need to go to find a secret entrance. Ragnar!
Okay.
Oh, my boy, you didn't help.
What are you doing?
Did I make that fucking mess? Oh, gross.
Yes, I spotted the Ragnar from it.
Oh! I try and leave the tavern before anyone notices it's my vomit.
Okay.
Get myself out.
Where are you going? Where are you headed?
I'm just outside. I need some fresh air.
You're going for a little bit of a walk, are you?
Go for a little bit of a walk, and I realise, where did my comrades go?
You don't know.
And I have no fucking clue.
I think all you remember from yesterday, from the previous day, is Vine said that he might know where you can get more information, and that was about it.
I was just barreling straight to the righteous fox.
Yeah.
I
don't think Vine actually said where they were going.
Yeah.
No.
I tried to string some words together while I try and find the nearest guardsman if they know about my comrades.
Yeah, so you got some options. You can talk to the barkeep and see if he knows where they went. You can you can just flag down a guard and see if they've spotted your friends moving around the town.
Yes, but I vomited in the tavern. I don't really want to talk to the barkeep. Right
Okay.
now.
No, that's fair enough. That's fairly understandable. I'd like to point out he does know which room you stayed in, but you don't know that. Ragnar's idiot, so.
I just put the rug over it. I do a Marilyn Monroe.
Okay, sure. So you're flagging down a guard to see if they can point you in the direction of where your friends have gone.
Yes.
Well, Master Dwarf, I think I saw them headed towards the Temple of Ogma, just across the plaza. I saw an Aarakocra in green and a gentleman carrying a bow on his back. Might they be your companions?
I think so. I don't remember the bird. Was that a real man? Or was that just drunk?
It wasn't.
It might have been.
If you'll excuse me, Master Dwarf, I do have to get back to work.
Okay,
Thank you.
Which way do they go?
Towards the Temple of Ogma, I believe.
Okay, I'll go there.
Okay. Cool. Seldisa and Vine.
There's a little rug over the vomit.
Oh dear. Seldisa and Vine.
Oh,
Yes.
You went to go and find Malaya, yes?
Yes.
Malaya is working. Is hard at work in the infirmary. She seems to be. There doesn't seem to be that many people injured at the minute. It seems to be relatively empty. But her and Catherine are both hard at work, stocking up, making bandages, making poultices and stuff like that together.
okay.
What would you like to do?
Good morning.
Oh, good morning, Seldisa. Lord Treeman? I have to do two characters at the same time now.
Yeah.
I introduce Vane to them.
Yeah. So,
Malaya's already met Vine.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I introduce Catherine to Vane.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Master Vine.
it's a pleasure to meet you too. Well,
What can we do to
it's
help?
We were hoping to have Malaya help us on a quest we were going to go on.
Of course, yeah. I mean, she's been mighty helpful so far for us here, but I don't foresee us needing too much assistance at the minute. So yeah, if if she wants to go with you, of course. Yeah, I'd
Malaya?
love to. I'd happily come and help if you think you
Wait,
can
that's
be used
not
for
a
me.
voice.
Shut up. Can't remember what her voice is.
Oh, hello.
Been like 3 weeks.
Hello. I'm Malaya.
No, not quite. You can do Malaya's voice if you want, Isabel. Shh. No. Yes, I think I can come and help Saltisa if you want me to. Better.
Thank you
There we
very,
go.
thank you very much.
Okay.
Let's go and meet up with.
Ikivine, what have you been doing?
Steve.
Have you been headed back to try and find other people, or?
Well, I am a determined person. I'm going to keep looking.
You're going to keep looking?
Yes.
Make another investigation check if you want to spend a little bit more time looking.
Okay then. Oh, nice. 18.
Better. So, after a little while of searching, so the first time around is that you don't really pick up anything, but you wander through some of the pathways, and eventually you spot a very worn down path that leads to the side of the cliff face. It's very old. You mistook it first time as just a rocky outcropping, because it almost doesn't look like... Wait, are you rolling dice?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah,
Well, it
I
says to
am,
me
but
he's
remember,
rolling-
my microphone doesn't pick up that I rolled a dice physically.
Oh, you're rolling it manually. Sorry, it's just because it says on Roll20 rolling 18 plus 2. I was
Yeah,
like,
I
that's
just
not a
put in
D20.
whatever I got, and then I do.
Fine.
I just put in whatever I rolled, and then
Fine. No,
used the
that's fine.
slash
Yeah.
That just confused me for a
That's-
minute.
That's
Okay.
not as maths.
Yeah, you mistook it first time round as just another rocky outcropping, but now you can see, looking a little bit closer, you can actually see that part of it has been carved. You can see the remains of a corner of a step here. You can see a bit of curving path going around down that way, etc., etc. And as you follow it down, you come to a very faintly inlaid outline of a door. No obvious way to open it, though.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Suppose I could always have a look at the door and see if maybe there's something I missed around the place. Maybe a lever, a button, a pressure plate.
So you're looking
or
for something to open the door?
Yeah.
I would roll another. Just roll one more investigation check.
Nope. I got a 4.
Oh yeah, no, you don't spot anything.
Well, I make a note on the location of it.
Okay.
Your little journal.
I head back to, well, the Citadel.
You're gonna head back to the Citadel. There you go.
Yeah.
So I think on the way back to the Citadel, you'd probably meet back up with Seldisa and Vine.
Yeah.
Ragnar, what are you
Okay.
doing? You've arrived at
Well, first of all-
the Temple of Ogma.
Have I noticed the dome yet?
You can roll me a perception check.
I want this to fail. I really want this to fail. Please make it a high check.
It's not a high check. It's really not a high
Oh.
check.
First roll of
We're
the day.
talking.
Did I fail?
Shit.
Yes!
I had this set as an easy difficulty. You had to roll above a 10.
Ragnar, I can't
No
even
clue.
notice a giant dome.
He's still
He's so
Ragnar.
hungry.
Your head is still throbbing. It hurts to look up into the lights. You're purposefully keeping your eyes down to the ground, looking towards your feet, stumbling around, going.
Yeah.
Wait,
I'll make like no noises. Oh, my bleeding fucking
Oh,
head. Oh,
And you
feel
walk.
sick.
You walk across the plaza and find the Temple of Ogma. The Temple of Ogma is
vomit
this.
Oh, no.
Is
outside.
this the stone brick building, which was had the sort of the aviary, because we figured out what that word was last night. The aviary tower, for the comings and goings of the messengers.
Aviary.
Oh god, Ragnar's going to talk to the heavily religious Aarakocra.
I mean, not all Aarakocras are heavily religious, but they do follow Ogma. Yeah. But yeah, he's going to go in and talk.
Prepare for blasphemy.
Are you going in?
I go to do my classic kick the door in, but I'm so weak, I miss.
Okay.
And I vomit on the floor.
You falling down on your face, yeah?
No, I miss. I stumble a little bit, but then I feel really queasy and I vomit a little bit.
Okay. I thought you said fall down on the floor.
No, I vomit.
Vomit a little bit. Okay. You vomit a little bit.
I open the door.
You open
I'm
the
leaving
door.
my vomit behind.
Okay. You open the door, you walk in, and you are in what I can only describe as a library. It's a large room, bookshelves across the walls, there's desks against the core. Master Dwarf, please keep your voice down. A fairly old, wizened-looking Aarakocra is looking back at you, gesturing for you to be quiet.
Hello.
Yes, Master Dwarf, I am an Aarakocra, and this is my temple.
My friend that saved us.
Sorry, Squish?
Are you the Birdman that gave us help yesterday?
No, my brother Aarakocra is currently with your friends. I have been in the town for days.
Ragnar's queasiness starts to rise again.
Do not look well, Master Dwarf.
I don't feel it either.
If you're...
Yeah, anyway, I can chuck up a little bit. I feel much better after.
Do what?
Chuck up.
Chuck up, yes. Outside.
Okay, I'll try to hold it in. Have you seen my friends? Where do they go?
I believe they were headed towards the Citadel to talk to the town's sergeant.
Ah, Citadel.
Yes.
I can head over there. Thank you very...
he will cast Gust out of the door.
Ragnar just goes flying into the building in front of the temple.
Well, Gust only pushes him for a short distance, so he just gusts you out of the door.
Do I fall into my own pool of vomit?
Roll me a dexterity save.
Hey, you gotta... Oh,
no. Yeah, you fall flat into your puddle of vomit. You slip up on the vomit that you left outside earlier, and you go flat on your ass.
Do I now have disadvantage on charisma checks?
I'll think about it.
I stink of vomit now, I bet.
I'll think about it.
Oh, dear.
Oh,
And after that, I vomit a little bit more, because I've just been chucked all over the place.
Well, yeah.
That
But
could
then
have gone
I eventually
worse.
pick myself up, wipe my mouth, which now stinks of vomit. My breath stinks.
That couldn't have gone worse.
I don't think it could have. This is Ragnar,
Slowly
though.
stretch myself.
Ragnar will make
Water
the
sits there.
effort.
Oh, I'm never drinking again.
And I think eventually you guys will meet back up. I presume that you three that are up by the Citadel would go and find Ragnar at this point.
Does anyone have a Pepto Bismol?
It would just be more amusing to let him squirry around trying to figure out where we've gone.
Wait. Do I figure out the way to Citadel in my state?
Yes, you've been there before.
Do you figure out the way to the Citadel?
Do I even notice people panicking about the dome at all?
You can roll me another perception check, actually. Yes, that's a good point.
You can see people panicking and not knowing why.
My roll's not too good today. Oh, finally.
You do notice, yes, and I
still
think
don't know
it's
why.
probably about now that you look around, you look up,
And look up.
and you notice
bloody hell!
this shimmering blue dome that's covering the entire town.
What the fuck is
Ragnar
that?
proceeds to like run at the edge and try to break it down or something.
The edge is quite a distance away at the moment, so we'd have to run for quite a distance.
I feel like my movement speed is probably a lot slower today.
No, you're about normal. You'll probably have recovered by about this point. You're feeling better.
Tonic water.
So, you all meet up.
Oh, hello, chaps.
Where have you been?
Oh, I've been.
Lovely.
And I think with that last vomit, you're probably feeling better now.
I want to see if anyone misses my vomit.
No, Squish.
Permission to incinerate.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I feel really rough after last night. Don't think the barkeep will be very happy with me. Kinda left a mess in the bed.
Oh.
I covered it up with a rug there. Anyways, what's with this dog business? What's this shit about?
I'm guessing you went to the temple, right?
Yeah, I may have made a little bit of an accidental mess there too. Don't think the Birdman was very happy with me. Oh wait, you're the Birdman too? Ah, hello!
You
Ragnar.
threw up in the temple of Ogma. My gods.
I might have done.
Were you ever taught anything related to manners?
I grew
course
up in
not.
a tribe! We celebrated when when parts of our tribe would throw up in each other's faces.
I would
It
imagine
was a
that
rite of
most.
passage.
I would imagine that most tribes would consider throwing up in a holy temple to be a blasphemous act.
Nah, our gods. Oh, actually, no, I thought. What is my god again?
Your god is the dwarven god Moradin, because you're a dwarf.
Would he celebrate vomiting as well?
I doubt it.
Oh.
Okay.
Maybe.
I don't think Moradin would be as annoyed as most other gods, but I doubt he'd celebrate it.
Would he celebrate?
You wouldn't be very pleased because you've just removed all of that alcohol forcefully.
Yeah. He should be proud of me. I'm alive. And that's what matters.
I'm not sure whether to be happy or wishing. Not
You're
good
implying
things.
that the idea of being happy for this
Yeah.
was the thing that crossed your mind.
Okay, let's get to the point, Ragnar. We found a way
Okay.
to deal with the dome. There's
Aye.
there's an old fortress beneath the town, and we're currently investigating a way to access it. Pikivin, did you find anything useful?
I
Like the
found
way then.
a pathway that looks as if it hasn't been touched for a very long time. At the end of it is a door, however, that leads into the cliffside. Probably that secret passage that we were told about. I didn't see a way to open it though.
Let's smash it.
I knew I
Well,
was gonna say
uh,
that.
should we go down there and we can investigate it together?
I'll crack it up.
I would say that's a wise move.
Yeah,
So, should we just move down there then?
You're gonna head down to where Hikivine found the secret entrance, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Just like, guide them to
Yeah,
the entrance.
So you can guide them. There's no. You can definitely guide them. That's no issue. Now that you know where it is, you can guide them straight there. And you guys see what
Okay.
Hikivine found. There's this it's very, very faint outline of a door that's slightly inset into the rock face across this very sort of like old and worn down staircase.
Can we get Ragnar to smash it?
Right
I
now,
wish-
smash.
I
You
wish-
can have a
Have a
go.
look at-
It is made of stone.
I wish to have a look at the door.
You can have a look at it. You're looking for a way to open it, yes?
Yeah, looking for a way to open it.
Roll me an investigation check then. Anyone else who
Yeah.
wants to have a look for a way to open the door, with the exception of
Ah.
Hikivine because you already made this, can roll me an investigation
I'll
check.
do an investigation check as well.
Can I do a smash check?
Damn.
You can try and make a
I'll roll-
strength check, yeah.
I'll roll an
Okay.
investigation check. Give me a second. What's my investigation plus? Okay, plus 4.
Come on.
19.
15?
50, no, Squish.
What would you?
It's a stone door.
Can I hit it with my Morning Star?
Yeah, that's what you
14.
did.
I got 14 on mine.
Got 14?
Yeah.
19.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. Got the
hands.
best.
So you
Ow!
notice, whilst Ragnar is trying to break the door down, you notice that certainly Seldisa, you definitely spot this, that actually to the right of the door there is a very odd-looking stone that is sort of like slightly protruding out of the wall. It's not quite the same colour as the rest of the stone. Just poking out of the wall.
I wish to sort of handle it.
You want to push it?
Yeah.
You can push
kick
it. It makes a clunk, but doesn't do anything. And then it slides
kick
back
it.
out again, makes another clunk.
I do it again. I push it
Do
again.
it again, it makes a clunk, and it slides back out again, and makes another clunk. You can roll me... Everyone roll me a quick perception check, now that Seldisa has found this, what looks to be button.
I ended up getting a 1.
A 1, yeah, you didn't see anything.
I've got 12.
No.
Okay. Oh,
Can Ragnar
oops,
smash the
that's
button?
17.
17. Hikivim,
now
that he's
I got 11.
11. Hikivim, now that Seldis has pointed this button out to you, you actually spot that a little bit further down the path, there is another one on the other side of the door. The problem with this is the path has completely broken away at this point. It's part of the reason you didn't notice it before, because you assumed that this was the end of the path. Because again, the path is really worn and doesn't actually look like a path anymore. But part of it is completely, it's just collapsed down into the ocean below.
Oh.
So there's about a 5-foot gap.
Do I have my... Aha! I have spider climb!
Yeah?
Oh, okay.
If you want to use your spider
Okay.
climb to get over there,
Yeah, why not?
go for it.
Yeah, spider climb and make my way over.
Is that a
Climbing
spell,
along
yeah?
the wall. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
spell that takes up 1 slot.
Yeah, mark off the spell slot. You climb across. You use your spider climb to climb across to the gap to the other side, and you see this same sort of looking button. Seldisa
Press
found.
it.
Press it. Exactly the same as when Seldisa pressed his one. It presses
What-
in,
what-
goes clunk, and slides back out again. Clunk.
What if we pressed them both at the same time?
I was about to say that.
I
Yeah.
was about to say the thing as well. 3, 2, 1.
Clonk.
Ragnar
Clunk.
debates jumping
As you
again.
press both of them in, the door slides open.
Ooh.
How long does your spider climb last for? It lasts for ages, doesn't it?
Yeah, an hour.
Yeah, then you can just climb back over. That's fine.
Yeah, I just climb back over. I can
Yeah,
just like
climb back
climb
over,
along the
fine.
walls and ceiling of the place as we go through for an hour.
Yeah, fine.
Wait.
So
Oh, yes. Let's go through the door.
you go through the
Yeah,
door, and
let's
it
go
leads
through
you
the-
into a passageway. The door does close behind you, but you see on the other side, before it closes, that there is a similar-looking principle of 2 buttons.
Oh, right.
So there is a way back out
That's
from the
fine.
inside, because it's a secret exit.
Okay.
It is dark in here.
Alright, yeah, you got rid of the dark vision system.
I didn't get
one
rid of
second.
dark vision system. I just reduced it.
Yeah.
Um,
To be honest, with the way it shows up on this, it lags the fuck out of the game.
it does
I
a bit.
wish to have a look. I wish to have a look around.
So it's a passageway. You can't see anything though at the moment, Seldisa, because it is pitch black, and you're a human.
Listen, wait. I definitely am.
Those of you with dark vision can see 30 feet down this corridor, but very, very dimly.
Oh, shit, I don't have the oil, do I? I used all my oil in the very beginning of the game.
I don't think you have a lantern at all. Yeah, you did. I think you,
No, I
you
did.
picked up a lantern and then you used up all of the oil and then never replaced it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I got pushed to 5.
Huh. I have. It appears I have a lantern and an oil flask.
Yeah.
yeah, I think you picked it up in thingy.
Yeah, apparently I never used it, so I could
No,
light
you
up
didn't.
my lantern.
Yeah,
Then.
you can light up your lantern. It starts casting light right the way down you can. What you can all see, you all now see. I was about to describe this to those of you that had dark vision, but what you can now all see is a very long corridor that seems to lead back underneath the town.
Is this Theatre of the Mind, or...?
This is currently Theatre of the Mind.
Right, okay.
I do have a map, not just yet. You're just gonna... I'm assuming you're walking down this corridor, yes?
Yeah. Let's just take a stroll down this corridor.
Looking about as we walk through.
Yeah.
Roll me a perception check, then, all of you.
Okay.
It's gonna be a perception check today. Is Ragnar perceptive at all? Hey,
We'll
he
find
is!
out.
He's finally no.
Ah, it's very perceptive,
No,
yeah.
over.
Nicky Bean's very perceptive as well.
And perception.
Ah, damn.
Mine is not quite so perceptive.
Vine can't
I
see.
ended up
Still,
getting a
Lisa
20.
sees everything.
Sildissa, the person who doesn't have vision, advances.
Yeah, Seldisa sees all. I see through time and space.
Okay, so
I have only
should kill him.
Megan. You can't hide from me.
So,
He is
Seldisa,
boss.
in fact, all of you apart from Vine, as you move along down this corridor, you notice that as you're getting to sort of about here-ish, what you would guess to be about here-ish in the town, so it's quite a distance. It maybe takes you about 30 minutes or so to walk down this.
Ooh, okay.
It's quite a distance. It's a big, long, winding corridor. You notice that there are some sort of torch sconces that are popping up along the walls. As you reach about that point, you notice that part of the floor is made up into a pressure plate. There is a section in the floor that appears to be slightly disconnected. The sort of paving slabs of the floor appear to be slightly disconnected.
So, I don't see this.
You
so...
don't see this, but it's dependent on whether or not the others tell you it's there.
Should we tell him?
Vane, be careful. There's a pressure plate there.
Okay.
They're sconces, so they count as torches.
Yep.
Can I use prestidigitation to light up the sconces?
What does prestidigitation do? I'm not sure. Can you
You
use it to light a torch?
instantaneously light or snuff out a candle, torch, or small campfire.
Fine,
I
yes,
thought
you
you were
can do
just
that
going
then.
to use I thought you were just going to use fireball.
Fireball!
Nah, because I can just hold
Okay.
my hand out and.
You could have also casted light, as opposed to using up your half of your lantern fuel, because I think one flask of oil is an hour.
Oh yeah, I could have actually.
Yeah, I would-
So
A
you've
light
got
lasts an
half a
hour
flask
as well,
left.
though.
Yeah,
I
you've got
was
half a
that-
flask left of lantern oil. You've
Wait, hang
got
on,
30 minutes.
It burns for 6 hours on a flask.
Oh, 6 hours? Okay, so you've got 5.5 hours left. I thought it was only an hour.
Wait, is
Oh,
it
yeah,
full
6
length
hours
or
and one
full length?
flask.
Yeah, it was a full flask I had.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
so hang on, I'm going to remove the flask from your inventory, and I'm going to write in the note that you've got 5.5 hours left.
Okay.
Because
you
I'm
should
presuming
have
that you are
put
now
this.
dousing the lantern, yeah?
Yeah.
So if you look on, if you refresh your page, you should now see that your lantern has 5 hours 30 minutes written next to it. Just so you can keep track of how much you've got.
Yeah, I
You
see.
got it. Fine. So okay, cool. So yeah, you can use your prestidigitation. It's a cantrip, so you can just keep constantly. You can constantly cast it as you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the rooms lit up now.
The corridor is now very much lit. Yeah. Up until this point that you get to this pressure plate.
Okay.
And the corridor does seem to go on for a little bit past this. You can't quite see, but it almost looks as though there's a sort of like an opening, a large entranceway that looks like it goes down a set of stairs, but you can't see beyond that. What would you like to see?
Sell.
Ragnar, step on the pressure plate.
Ragnar smashes the pressure plate!
Oh no, Ragnar, no.
Are you smashing the pressure plate?
Yes!
You swing your Morning Star
uh,
down on the pressure plate. He said it now. He swings his Morning Star down on the pressure plate.
Dex save.
And all of the torch sconces that you haven't managed to light yet, light.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
Ragnar's extremely lucky.
That's it. Literally it. It was a turn
I was
the lights
expecting
on.
him to get shot.
No,
Thank God there weren't
it was
any
literally
bees.
turn the lights on.
Thank God there weren't any bees.
I've seen these
No, I
small
don't want
automation
to.
things
No,
before.
do not ever mention bees around me ever again.
No, yeah.
Anyway,
Celdisa doesn't like bees.
Just like
No, after I
yeah,
killed
yeah.
him
man
with.
once. I know a man once named Termo. He didn't like wolves very much. No,
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't a fan of him.
No,
He's a bit of a bastard.
Temor didn't like wolves, no.
I love
anyway,
wolves.
Temor didn't.
I know. I fucking hate the bastard. Huge,
So-
Gunoni bastard.
so
I'm
should we
presuming-
like carry on walking?
You want to carry on walking, yeah?
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
So you find a set of stairs. They're about 10 feet wide. That lead down further into the rock face. It appears it's the only way to go. So... doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. You are littler than normal because I've had to mess with the scale on the map.
Because
You in? Hello? Hello?
That's fair enough. I'm in.
Hello, you're in. Good. So Discord had a little bit of a moment there.
okay, it's like everyone started cutting out, and I was wondering if my internet was dying, but no.
No, that was Discord, I think.
Discord
Clicking
being.
a
Okay.
shit. Taking a shit.
That's exactly what you can see.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
Ragnar, you go forth and scout each of the rooms.
I screamed down one passageway. Ah!
oh no, he's gonna have to roll a dex save, isn't he?
Roll initiative.
Ragnar screams down one of the corridors. That's it.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna stay back here. Also, why is there another person with us?
It's Malaya.
What? Oh yeah, well, yeah.
You brought
Oh
Malaya with
yeah,
you.
Okay, so lads, we can go forward. Or we can go
he didn't look like Malaya. That's why I was confused.
Oh,
It's because
shit.
Malaya's.
I
That looks like Malaya. She's got red armor and has red hair. Sorry, black armor and has red hair.
I can literally only see black.
Black,
Ollie has monochrome vision.
Wait, what?
Like
Ollie,
I can't see any avatars in it. Okay,
wait,
there we go.
you
Sorry, I
can't see
forgot to
colour.
give Ollie sight.
No, we were joking.
Okay,
Ollie
yeah,
can.
yeah. I couldn't see for a second.
Oh yeah, no, I forgot to give your token sight. I
Okay.
had to quickly create a new character. I created a new token for you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Ollie
Wait.
can't see anything.
yeah.
What are you doing?
I was.
I
I didn't
screamed
think
down this
anything was-
passageway, so we could probably go down like 6 to 6, probably anger it and scare them.
Okay, I cautiously follow Ragnar.
I was gonna give myself a nice big
Yeah, I'll
distance.
give.
I say we go this way.
Yeah,
One sec.
I let Vane sort of go in front of me.
Fine.
Okay,
Fine.
so I move maybe here, just in front of. Yeah,
I drag thine with me. Come on, Birdman.
Do you accept?
I huff and reluctantly follow into the next room.
Oh,
Okay,
But you're
now
following
I know
this
it's Malaya
corridor
because
to the
she has
north
a
of you,
name.
yeah?
Yes.
Yep. I stay
want to...
a good distance just to make sure I
You're
don't
gonna
get into any
let
traps.
Ragnar have a distance. You can keep moving along. Keep moving along. I'll
Yeah.
tell you when you can stop.
Okay.
So wait, is the GM in control of Malaya then?
I just want to check something.
I'm always in control of everything.
I don't want I want to cast steering smart just.
Assuming direct control.
I'm always in control.
Yeah, but it's not
Oh,
hard in
God. So, you move into another room.
But D&D, God, the god's power resides in the people who believe.
What's this thing?
If you
It's a
shut
stick.
up and let me explain, I'll tell you.
Ragnar just shouts, "What is this thing?"
Okay.
Vane, move up.
Oh, I shouted, didn't I? Oops.
Okay.
I need to be quiet.
Okay. If you want to make a stealth check, you can make a stealth check. Because none of you have done it yet. When you walk into this room, just again, it seems just like an ancient room. There's little bits of scraps of wood, old rotten wood. Maybe it was once a storeroom over in the corner. It seems partially flooded, and you can see on the wall that there is a lever.
Keep trying to move Malaya.
Ragnar, I think you might
You
want to pull that lever for us. Oh,
I
okay.
know I can't. I just keep
Malaya.
trying.
Ragnar, can you pull that lever?
Oh, is that a lever?
Yeah, the
I'm
brown
Yeah,
thing.
yes.
I'm gonna stay where I am.
Smash
I'm not
it with my morning star.
Oh,
No,
okay.
pull it.
Go away.
Apply pressure to it the normal
Okay.
way you apply
Alright.
pressure to
I move next tick, you mean?
I move back just in case it blows up in Ragnar's face.
For clarification,
Look here!
are you smashing the lever, or are you pulling the
One
lever?
second. One second. Look at
pull
you,
the
you
lever.
bleeding pussies! Get in this fucking room! If I drink this bottle of potion of fire breath,
Oh no.
Does have a potion of fire breath.
get in here, you bleeding
Fine,
idiots.
Ragnar. I don't want to end up
Fine, I'll
vaporized.
go as well. I don't want to be.
If it'll make you feel better, I'll pull the
God.
lever.
I shall keep an eye on our six in case something tries to sneak up on us and try to kill us from behind.
Even pulling the lever doesn't make me feel as good, Ragnar.
Just
Melee
pull
is
the
kind of just
darn thing.
following, really.
Okay,
She's
okay,
kind of, she'll
Ragnar.
kind of just like come into the room as well. You're pulling the lever, yeah?
Pulling the lever.
You hear a thunk and a grinding sound.
Ooh,
Oh, that's
right.
nice.
That's my favourite type of music.
What?
Funk and grind.
Thunk and grind, his favourite type of music.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's the
Little,
thunk
little
of his
funk
weapon and the
grind.
grinding of the people's bones.
You don't see. You can make me a perception check. Actually, all of you who are in the room.
Okay. Perception.
Oh,
Yeah, it is plus.
15 plus 5.
Oh, so this is a win.
Yeah, I've been getting some pretty good rolls.
You normally get good rolls, though. To be fair, actually, you're quite lucky with your rolls.
Oh! 22.
Ollie wins.
22. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And he wins nothing.
I should make a perception for Malaya actually as well. I think Malaya might win actually.
Wait, has Malaya got her dagger in
Malaya
her
got a
hand as well?
23. Yes. So Malaya
What
wins
the-
actually.
Okay, what does Malaya notice? And
Well, in fact,
probably
Seldisa, Vine, and Malay all notice that from the room, but so across the side of the room, to the west, you can see that west on the map. It's obviously not west in the actual
yeah.
world. It's just west on the map. You notice that there are two inlets with bars down. They seem fairly crudely made, almost as though they weren't part of the original design. They've just been barred off. And you can feel, more than you can sense and see and hear, you can feel radiating power. You can feel it just
Oozing through the bars.
from this room.
Can I do an Arcana check?
You can do an Arcana
Oh,
check if
okay.
you want to, yeah?
Okay.
So what do you see now?
It's
I was
fairly
sa- I
faint
was
because it's coming through the walls at the moment.
I wish the
17 would that work or
What are you gonna do?
I wish to
Ash?
sort of try. I want to sort of try and figure out sort of how old these bars might be, like sort of like based on sort of like how old they sort of look.
Are you comparing the bars to the age of the actual fortress, or are you just having a look to see how old they are?
Sort of like comparing like the age to the actual fortress.
Okay. Roll me a straight intelligence check then.
Okay.
Fine.
14.
This is magical.
Yeah.
It's definitely magic.
Okay.
It feels like this sort of like almost waves of force.
Did you add your modifier, Ashley?
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Let me just read.
14 plus what? What's your modifier?
3.
17.
17.
They're different.
They're certainly not the same construct as the fortress itself. They're not part of the same. The bars created here are just scraps of rusted metal that have been almost twisted together and just jammed into the wall to prevent somebody coming through. They're fairly sturdy looking.
Oh.
So it looks like it'd take some work to break them open, but they are definitely not part of the original construction.
So you're saying I couldn't smash it open?
No, you don't think so. I'll say from that that intelligence check, you can clearly see that it looks like it'd take some work.
Ollie,
It would take
slip
time.
the layer from the bars.
It's not big. She's not small enough.
Ollie. So what the fuck did that leader do?
Who knows, maybe it's unleashed a swarm of evil, hungry creatures ready to slaughter us.
I do hope we can actually together a bit more today. It seems to be sticking to the same one.
Do a little better.
Yeah.
Let's have a look in Let's have a look in the other room to see if we can find anything.
Ollie, lad. Me first, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah,
Ragnar
go
first.
on.
First of all, I'm gonna scream down this to scare the demons away. Ah! Ollie, it's fine. Hello?
A swarm of tyrannids swarms out. Wait, tyrannids? Oh god.
Is it safe?
Oh, just go down.
There's nothing obvious.
Keeping a good few feet of distance between us.
Keeping a good mile of distance, so if he gets attacked,
I'll let you guys catch up before I go to the next room.
You're going across the room to the west,
down
yeah?
south.
Aye.
You're not going
Okay.
down south.
Do we need to go down south?
But you can see the room down south. The doorway is open,
Alright.
and actually this door up here
Hey.
is also open.
This statue's broken.
Hey Ragnar,
just looks like an
room
ancient
down south has some kegs in.
Kegs!
Actually,
They're not kegs,
barrels.
they're chests.
Don't tell them that. No, shh.
Oh,
Point is,
I see,
I'm
you're up here.
confusing him to make him go.
you're up here. I see.
Okay,
I see.
I smashed the chest! Mimic.
Oh, for
Sure.
God's
Are you
sake!
following him in there, yeah?
My coming actually.
I'm flying in there. Running in. I go to the chest and I smash it up.
Hang on, I need to bring Malaya with you.
Oh, we're gonna have to play
Malaya
this.
miles back.
It's gonna
Yeah,
be
it's because
Mimic,
I've been
sure.
tracking you guys, and Malaya's been just left in the background.
I mean, considering I keep trying to move Malaya forward.
Owen, quick question.
What?
My steering smite, is that bonus action or an action to cast it?
Is this from your Morning Star?
My Morning Star, because I looked up Searing Smite and it's a bonus action casting time.
I believe it's an action to use it. So, despite it's a bonus action to cast the spell normally, it's an action to use the weapon.
Right, okay. What do you think, guys? Should I cast it before I smack anything here?
Why not just try
So
to see
you
if
can
they
see,
open normally?
now that you're in the room, you can see clearly that there are 3 chests.
I smash the one in the middle.
Oh no.
I honestly hope one of those isn't a mimic.
I think they're all mimics.
That's a good point. Just smash them in case one of them is a mimic.
You're smashing it, yeah?
I'm smashing the one in the middle.
Roll to
Oh
hit.
no.
Aha!
You have no idea if it's actually a mimic, yeah. You have to actually hit it first.
Well, I mean, if I have to roll to hit, it's clearly more than just inanimate objects.
No, I'd make you roll to hit an inanimate object as well. Just easier to hit an inanimate object.
Right.
Roll your damage.
Yeah, you could still miss an inanimate object.
8 plus 3.
10.
So you went for the one in the middle, yeah?
One in the middle. Mimic. Got it. Roll initiative. Yeah!
The chest's in the middle. Hang on, let me get rid of these. And the one next to it, spring to life as they open up, grow teeth. The one that you hit screams in agony.
And we have to roll for initiative.
You all need to roll initiative, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, how's he looking? How's he looking?
I mean, you hit it. You hit it hard.
Oh yeah, this is a mimic as well. What we talked about last night.
Okay, 13. 6.
Okay.
Actually didn't get much luck in
I
initiative.
knew I should have cast Serious
23! That's really, really good.
Ah, there it is.
Thugs.
Move all turns. There we go. There we go. Right now, I've got a lot of people to put add turns. Go. All in.
I feel like 10's a nice smack to start off with.
Put your initiatives in.
Ollie, pop your initiative into the tunnel.
I know. Okay.
And how did the mimics roll?
Bloody good.
Ashley, you haven't popped your initiative in yet.
Oh, I thought I did.
No. Now to see what the mimics get.
19.
Oh,
Ollie luckily gets to go first if that's the highest it rolls.
I'm probably gonna take a bite.
4.
Oh,
Okay. This
no, I
mimic
needed
gets
descending.
bottom of the list. Poor mimic.
Okay. Got cool little animated things.
I take it these guys are 5 feet away from me right now, or within.
They are directly in front of you now. Yeah, they're where the chests were. Oh no, I don't want to remove Ragnar. I want to move the fucking mimic.
Bye, Ragnar!
You know what it is though? It's because the token's really small, but my actual hitbox is really big.
Yeah, your actual hitbox is a little bit larger than your token. Yeah. Okay. So, Vine, your turn first.
So I start by taking the form of a veggie-pig.
You're taking a veggie pygmy.
Yes, take the wild shape of a veggie pygmy, and don't think I have any bonus actions as a veggie pygmy, so I end my turn.
Okay.
Because
Are you moving at all? Or?
Actually, I move over here and turn towards the mimic here. One sec.
Okay.
I turn towards this mimic.
Okay, cool, fine.
Yeah, that's my entire turn.
In that case, then,
Mimic number 1.
it is moving number 1. It's the one that. It is
hello,
going
hello.
to bite you. It is going to fucking nom on you.
Alexa, stop. Give me your best shot, you bastard.
Oh shit! My dice went flying. Fortunately, it misses. The blow that you hit it seems to knock it a little bit off balance. It rolled an 11 to hit you, so it misses. And that's its turn done. Okay, so Hickivine, your turn.
Okay, first week's first.
I mean, mimics are made of wood, right?
No, they're not
So-
actually.
Okay. Just wondering.
They just look like
At
they
the
are.
at the sacrifice of the flame inside my lantern, I'm going to use control flames to move the flame from the lantern Oh wait, no, never mind. It's 5 feet distance, isn't it? Damn.
I was going to say, I
never
don't
mind
think
that.
you can do that.
Sorry, I was looking at the range/slash area, which is 60 feet, but that's
You can
one's
leave
a
that
5 feet one.
Yeah, that's so you can cast it to a point 60 feet, but you can only move it 5 feet.
Oh, wait, they're gifts! Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, they're
Did it
laminated.
take you that long to realise?
No,
Okay,
I realised. I just realised. Hang on, this is roll 20, and you're doing this.
Yeah.
Get out.
Fireball.
You're gonna fireball.
No,
Go for it,
singe
yes.
your beards!
Fireball.
Which one?
Yeah. Well, you might like the outcome I got. Not 20.
Natural 20. Nice. Okay. Yes, natural
So
20
you're
will
gonna
definitely
singe
hit.
my fucking
So
beard again.
your damage. So what's your damage dice?
1d10. So
1d10.
it's
So
10.
you do 10 plus another d10 plus your bonus.
D10, 6 plus bonus.
Does it have a bonus?
No, it's just 1d10.
Or just 1d10? Then you do a d10 plus 10.
Oh, well then it's 16 points.
16 points of damage. Lovely. Okay, so yeah, you deal 16 points of damage to this as a firebolt comes sailing past Ragnar and impacts heavily into the mimic down here. Lovely.
Sure, he enjoyed that.
Plenty of. And is that your turn done?
Yeah, that's my turn done. Remain there.
Malaya is going to
Doesn't-
run up then. In fact, she's not going to run all the way.
It's
She's going to
very
pull out a
complicated.
hand crossbow that
my.
she's been carrying with her, and she's going to fire at the mimic that Hikivim just hit over here. In fact, actually, you've told her of your ability that it's easier to hit, haven't you, Ragnar?
Yeah, I told everyone.
Hang on, I need to
You're
put.
gonna hold the
No, I'm going to put a token on this one so we know that this is the one that you're fighting.
Yeah. Wait,
Yes,
Owen,
stop.
are you able to hold your action for when someone else does an action?
Yes. So if you hold an action, you've got to specify what you're doing and specify a trigger.
Right, fair enough. So that means like wait until I rage, or whatever.
Yeah, you could. But you have to do that ahead of time, so you can't do that until your turn.
Oh no.
Anyway.
I meant for other characters, whatever. Like that'd be interesting. Is that what you're thinking with Malaya right now?
No, I'm pulling out a crossbow. She knows your abilities, so she's going to attack the one that you're fighting because she knows that it's easier to hit that one. So she gets advantage to hit.
I'm
That
not
is.
raging yet, Owen.
Sorry.
I'm not raging yet.
Oh, was it only when you're raging?
It's only. I'm fairly certain. Wait, hang on. Let me see. Whilst raging, yeah, it's only whilst
Oh,
raging.
it's only. I'll re-roll that then.
That's what I was saying. Like,
shit.
if you were going to hold it, then it would make sense.
Well, no, she misses. In that case, I believe. Hang on, what's her to hit? Actions. Maybe not actually. No, she draws with it. So no. Sadly, the bolt zings off and doesn't quite hit.
Right.
But that is it. Does she have any bonus actions that she can do? No, not really. I mean, she could dash, but she's not going to. Okay, Ragnar, your turn.
Score so free.
I rage!
You're raging.
First of all, and that means that.
She doesn't necessarily know it's only when you're raging.
That's true. That's fair enough. I'll let everyone know what happens now that I'm raging. Because I'm raging. First of all,
Cushy. Can't do that.
Yeah.
6 seconds, remember?
What?
You're in combat. You can't just shout at other people and have a nice conversation with them. Remember, one round is 6 seconds.
I thought you said I can remind people that.
Yeah, you can remind them out of combat,
Oh.
not in combat.
Right.
This is all happening at the same time.
Fair enough. I reckless attack the guy in front of me.
Okay, go for it.
Plus he gets my focus.
Yeah, well, you already had your focus because
Yes.
because you attacked him already.
And also, technically speaking, the other guy gets the advantage token as well against me.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll keep track of that.
Okay, cool. So, reckless attack means he can now give me advantage.
So you're attacking the one directly in front of you with an advantage, yeah?
Yep.
Go for it.
Okay. And again. Oh, wasn't very great.
14 hits. In fact, both of them hit.
So that'll be slash D8 plus 5. Oof!
12 points of damage, yeah, good. 12 points of damage, nice.
So he's now on 22 hits. Very nice.
Nice, good. Okay, anything else you're going to do? You've already raged. You're not going to move, are you?
I've already raged. I've already used my action.
Fine.
I'm now at risk of being attacked against.
Valdisa?
Okay, I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
I'm then gonna cast Hunter's Mark on this one.
So the one that Squishy's not engaged with, okay.
Yeah.
Can I tell him he gets advantage on this attack?
You can.
Okay.
The way that communicating in battle works is you can, on your turn, you can shout very brief things, but you can't have a fucking conversation with people.
Fair enough. Well, that's what I meant to say.
Slash
So this gets an advantage
5
on that.
plus 8. 13.
Do it
13
again.
will hit.
Oh, no, do it again anyways, actually, in case you get a crit.
No, he's. Oh no, because you get you get advantage on that as well because of
Yeah.
Squishy. So roll again just in case you get a crit. Because despite the fact he's not the one. No, that's range. That was melee attacks only, Squish.
Oh, yeah, that's not it. Yeah,
Never mind, don't worry.
Sorry about that.
13 will still hit.
Okay, so
I
I'm
mixed
doing
them
it with my
up.
bow, so that is slash. That is slash R 1d8 plus 4 plus, because I need to factor in Hunter's Mark. Just a sec. Spells. Hunter's Mark. So that is 1d6. And the one that I'm Hunter's Marking, that one took a firebolt, so it's injured, right? It's below maximum HP.
Yeah, I think so.
So I can make use of Colossus Slayer. So that's an additional.
Ooh. GM is typing.
Oh, there we go. Back.
Oh no.
Oh,
Ah,
Sorry, my headset died.
yeah. So since because the one I'm Hunter's Mark, it was hit by a firebolt, I can use Colossus Slayer, right?
Yes. What's the information on Colossus Slayer?
When you hit a creature with a weapons attack, the creature takes an extra 1d8 damage if it's below its hit point maximum. You can deal this extra damage only once per turn.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that. You can add an extra d8.
You left the room.
Bang!
You left the room, yeah.
15.
Fucking hell.
15 points of damage.
He's
Okay.
wrecked. He's wrecked, this bastard.
how are these things still alive?
They're quite tanky.
Probably looking really weak.
They make some very
yeah.
tanky actually. Yeah, so an arrow zings past and thuds into this mimic, and just seems to take hit a nasty blow to him. It was lucky that you rolled really shittily on most of your rolls, but is that your turn done? You've bonus actioned, you've moved, but you haven't used up your field movement,
And
I
attacked.
presume, and you've attacked. So yeah, cool, fine. The mimics go. It is going to
It's at me, won't it? Yeah, it's...
Yeah, you're the only person it can attack. I'm just deciding what attack it's going to
Wait,
use.
can mimics not move?
Mimics can move. They don't move very far. They're quite slow.
Probably could attack Malaya. Malaya's still so the only ones who attacked it.
Melee's out of range.
Oh, fair enough.
He's out of 5 foot range.
Come at me, you bastard. I mean, you get an advantage against me.
Part of the mimic its form slightly shifts, and a pseudopod lunges out of it and tries to bludgeon you.
Okay. Roll it twice.
Neither of them hit. Max was 10.
Nice. Fucking hell.
Yeah,
Thought
that's
you
it.
needed to tank.
Yeah, so this pseudopod lunges out, and you manage to quickly spot it, and sort of like dodge out of the way fairly nimbly.
Fuck your
And that's it.
you bastard.
Okay, so
Fine.
I'm a veg pick me at this point. So
You're a veg pick me.
yeah, so I run down to this mimic here, and one sec, I'll just turn to step, look at him, and I use claws. Which
You get-
wait, no, I need to roll to hit first. One sec.
You also get advantage on this melee attack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you get advantage
So
on the melee
roll
attack.
to attack.
What I'd suggest here,
Oh,
how many
come
hit
on.
points does the Vegapigmy have?
9.
Add them as temporary hit points on your character sheet.
Oh yeah, forgot to
I've
do
done
that.
it for you. Just add it.
Okay.
Just refresh your page.
Okay. So yeah, so
You're clawing it, roll
do
to hit.
claws. I rolled an 8, which plus 4 is 12.
12 will not hit. That draws and DM wins.
Okay.
Was that with advantage? Yeah.
Oh wait, advantage. What does
You
advantage
have to
do?
roll that again, and if you
Roll
get
it
the
again and
highest,
take
you
the
roll
highest
it.
value.
Oh, okay. 7. Damn.
Is that total?
13 to be,
No, I got 11 as my total.
11 still. Yeah,
that's
11 still won't hit.
Yeah, no. So I'm still down here. So
Okay.
that would end my turn because I can't attack.
Cool, fine. Ragnar, you're still the only person that's done damage to this. I think it would
damage.
probably just try and bite you again, yeah. I can't roll for shit today. That's a 12.
But, mate, did you roll again?
Oh yeah, advantage, of course. 9. These new dice are rolling really shit. I'm going to go back to my old metal dice, because they seem to actually be able to hit you.
Ollie.
Waited.
Okay, hit your V.
Okay. Let me just have a.
There is now currently a bit of a melee fray down the bottom. A little bit messy.
Yeah. So that
So
It's going to be hard for you to hit anything.
it would be hard. They probably, from your current position, the mimics would get cover
yeah.
because you'd have to try and
That's
avoid hitting your companions. You'd potentially hit Malaya there, or Ragnar.
I can knock out Ragnar.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah, guys. Stand in this puddle.
Yeah, if you want to stand in that puddle, yeah.
Get wet feet. Wet feet.
I have. There it is.
What are those extra
Oh,
bars
right.
you've got on top of your character?
Oh, that's just me keeping account of my sorcerer points and level 1 spell slots.
But this one,
Is that taking into account the one you've already used?
That was a level 2 spell slot.
Okay.
This you have advantage against, Gabe.
Fine.
Okay, there we go. Now I've got line of sight, I think. But I
you
did
should
do
do, yeah.
the lines.
Yeah, you should do.
Okay,
Which one? This one or that one?
that one.
I think I might have to get rid of dynamic lighting again because it just seems to be bricking it.
Yeah.
Might have to put it back to just
Okay.
a standard option because it just doesn't seem to be. Roll 20 doesn't seem to like it.
Suppose the one and only Firebolt.
You're gonna fireball it again? Yeah, go for it. Which one? The one that Malaya, in front of Malaya? Yeah, that
Yeah.
one. Okay. You don't get advantage on this one.
21 should hit.
21 should hit. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
give it a hit. Give it a hit.
Nah, I think it misses.
No, that's good.
5 damage.
5 points of damage. Okay.
He's dead.
No. Still going.
They are tanks.
They are tanks. I got a lot of hit points. your turn done?
Yeah, that's my turn done.
Okay. Malaya is going to have another shot at the one in front of you. Now that she knows.
Yep.
That's better! 23 will definitely hit it.
You sure?
Yeah, just about. Yeah, I think
Only just.
this new dice is not balanced very well. This new roll, 20. What damage does she do? 1d6 plus 4 plus an extra d6 for sneak attack.
Oh, she's a rogue.
She's a rouge. That is.
Oh,
11
so she
points
can
of
do all the
damage.
trap finding.
Potentially.
We got a nice group of characters.
No, she fires off. Oh, that's the wrong one. Yeah, that's the wrong one. Whoops. But she fires a bolt at the mimic in front of Ragnar, and it hits deep and takes a nice gouge, and it goes.
Ow.
Yeah, sorry. It screeches in front of you.
The Ashley's ears bleed.
Actually, it didn't really hurt my ears.
Ollie by the sounds of it. As it takes a nasty chunk out of it, and she's just going to stay where she is for the moment. Ragnar.
What the hell? You know what? I am going to turn right. Not to the right, to the left. I can't move. I can't click my character and make him turn.
You'd be able to.
Can't. Oh no, I've got the wrong thing selected. Never mind. I turn to this. Actually, no. I can move within the range, can't I?
Yeah, you can move within their range. You just can't go out of their range. You are currently in range. If you want to just turn to this one over here, you can just turn to it.
Yeah, actually, I don't want to get away from giving on sight. I turn to it, and I do a reckless attack.
Gonna recklessly attack that one this time. Okay, hang on.
Yep. 2 plus
Change the.
really engaged. This.
Focus is nearly the same size as the fucking creature is.
Oh, okay. That was very nice.
That with your advantage.
Fucking hell, that was horrible.
You can't roll for shit either today, apparently. No, it misses.
Oh, no, I was rolling alright earlier with my first few attacks.
How does your rage go? Attacks count for it, don't they?
No,
regardless of if you hit.
Not attacks. No, what do you mean?
For your rage to disappear, attacks count to keep it up, don't they?
As long as I am attempted to.
Fine.
You haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn or some damage.
Fine.
But I have attacked to fail though.
That your turn done?
Wait, hang on. Not yet. Okay. Check. Don't attack. Nah, that's all I can do. So yeah,
So decent.
I blew a raspberry in the face.
Okay, I'm gonna fire another shot off on the mimic I did before.
Remember, you get advantage on this one, Ashley.
Yeah, you now get advantage on it.
Plus 19 plus 8.
And again.
Yeah, may as well roll it again.
20.
Just in case you get a crit.
20!
Hey, that's funny. Nice. Go for it. Yeah, okay. So you do your damage. You do. I read up on this actually. No, you don't. It's your base damage that gets the max on it. It's not all the dice. It's the base damage.
Okay, so that's going to be so that's going to be a D8.
So your D8. If your standard damage is a D8, then you've got 8 plus a D8 plus your bonus plus everything else, which I believe is a D6 and a D8.
Yeah, so of course I'm going to be using Colossal Slayer.
Yep, Colossus Slayer. Go for it. So roll everything as per normal, and then just add 8, basically.
25!
25 points of damage. With that, the arrow thuds into the side, it screeches and screams, and then goes still.
Okay, that's the first one dead.
Hey!
That one's gone. I
Okay.
presume as your bonus action you would like to move your hunter's mark across to the other one?
Yes.
Wait, was that the 19? No, it wasn't the 19 guy. That was only.
No, that was the other guy. Is that your turn done?
Yeah.
Back up to the top then, Vine.
Yeah. So, again, I try and use my claw attack. So,
Okay.
wait, would it still have advantage or
No.
would it not? Okay, no
yes.
advantage.
Yes, because you're raging
Oh,
and you're
okay.
within 5 feet, yeah, so you get advantage.
Okay.
Only on melee attacks.
I don't think I need it because I got a 20.
Yeah, if you've got a nat 20, then yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
So,
So,
the way the nat 20
yeah, so
works is your dice. You effectively you're rolling 2 of your dice damage, but the first one is maxed.
okay.
So what's
So
your
one
dice
sec,
damage
I'm
on
just
your
going to do that.
on your claw?
My claw damage is 1d6 plus 2, so the
So
max
it's
would be 8.
1d6 plus 2
Yeah.
plus 6.
Oh, okay.
So it's 1d6 plus 2 plus 8. Sorry, plus 6. You only maximise the dice.
Okay.
These guys were really fucking squishy.
No, they weren't. You just
They
handled them
aren't.
really well.
Surely
Well,
it-
plus,
it-
plus
it-
2
it-
plus 6 would be plus 8 to begin with, so I'm just doing
Yeah.
1d6 plus
1d6
8.
plus
I
8.
did a very good job of
Yeah.
distracting them.
12!
Like,
Okay.
They
Cool.
had
Yeah.
they had at least 40 health.
Yeah.
So 12. It screeches and screams as you slash into it as your little tiny Vegapygmy form, and you take a nasty chunk of damage out of it.
Not dead yet.
It's not dead just yet.
Oh my
It is
god.
looking very injured at this point, but it's not
Someone
got
give me
very
a
many
punch.
options at the moment. It's currently encircled, a bit trapped. You were the most recent person to do damage to it, and you've done the most damage, I think. Fine, so it's going to go for you.
I've done 22 damage to it, I think.
I know you're attacking recklessly, aren't you?
Oh, I'm using my rage, so I've got like my 22 damage. Oh yeah, exactly. He has an advantage against.
Yeah, I think it would go for you then in that case. I think it would go for you. So it's going to attack you then, Ragnar. Another pseudopod is going to pop out. Oh, it's going to hit you this time. Yes, about fucking time. Not a crit. It's a 21 to hit you though.
Okay. Go on. Oh, hang on. What sort of damage is this going to be?
Bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning. Okay, I have.
So you half this.
Yep.
So that's 6 points of damage, half to 3.
3. Well,
But as this pseudopod lashes out and hits you, it sticks to you.
oh shit.
It is adhered. It's stuck, like glue to your skin now.
Okay, I must do.
You are now grappled. So you can look up the grappled condition, and that's what it does to you. I believe it means it gives you disadvantage on things. Your speed is now
Grappled
0.
creature speed becomes 0. Condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated. Condition also ends if an effect removes grappled creature from reach of the
So
grappler.
you basically can't move at this point. You're stuck to it. You can't move.
I just put myself in the net.
Yeah, they do. Okay.
Oh, I love it's covering up my face as well. It's covering me up.
That is it. Done.
You can attack, you just can't move.
Yeah, you have to make a strength check to break out of it.
You need to knock it out.
Ikivine.
Okay, depends if I can even get into a position where I can attack without having to shoot everyone else.
I don't think so. I think it's not like that. They just get cover, so it's just harder to hit. So they basically cover means they get a bonus to their AC. And I don't think even though there is that slight tiny little thing, you'd have to move right the way round over there to do it. Which means you'd be getting in the way of Seldisa potentially, but from the side you're currently on, I don't think there's a position you can get to that it won't get cover. Remember, they're not static objects. Ragnar and Vine are moving around.
True, okay.
Lesser restoration.
Yeah, your best shot will be around here, mate.
Metal find chair.
Bear in mind that as a Aarakocra, I'm covered in feathers, so firebolt would do a lot
You're
of
not
damage.
currently, because you're a Vegapygmy, remember?
Oh yeah.
You're currently a Vegapygmy.
But as a plant, I think fire damage would still do a bit of.
You know what? For my
Same
action.
amount
Oh,
as
okay.
normal, really.
Oh, wait, are they really small?
Yeah, they're fairly small.
Yeah.
Ooh, they're cute. I like them. Look at the picture one.
I think they're small, yeah.
What
What are we doing?
Abjuran armor. I'm gonna use that. So that's 13 plus dexterity.
So casting Abjuran armor on yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
My dex is +2, so that gives my armor class 15 now.
So your armor class is currently 15.
Yeah, it's been upped to 15.
Is that an action?
Yeah, that is an action.
Oh, it lasts for 8 hours. Okay, cool. Yeah, lovely.
Yeah.
But
Cool.
hours, fair play.
Yeah, that'll keep you
And I don't really
That's a
see
spell slot,
anything
isn't
I
it?
can
Just
do.
mark off a spell slot.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, fine.
Hey!
Malaya is
Okay.
gonna move around over to here and attempt another crossbow attack.
You don't get advantage in this one.
No, because you're not currently engaged with it.
Oh, wait, no. Did I try to attack this guy?
No, you haven't yet. You attacked the other guy and it hasn't come around to your turn again.
No, oh yeah, I did, yeah.
She's still gonna hit though, because that's a 16 plus like 6. Yeah. So she's still gonna hit. She still gets sneak attack because you and Vine are next to him. So that's I need to check her damage. It's d6 plus 4 plus another d6. Oh! I rolled on 2 d6s, a 5 and a 6.
Ooh.
Fucking A. Plus 4. So Malaya unleashes a crossbow bolt out of her hand crossbow, sails through, thuds into it, and it screeches and goes still.
Good work,
I,
Malaya.
Indeed.
I used my trump creature, but not my trump card. My trump card was something different. But anyway,
Right. I open the chest.
oh yeah, there's a chest there, isn't there?
XP.
Oh yeah, XP. What's our XP? XP.
You gain from that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you.
Probably not much. I'll say like.
Not much. I'll tell you. I'll total it up because you've still got encounters to do. I'll total it up and I'll give it you at the end of the session. It's not enough to level you up.
Oh, okay.
It's nowhere near enough to level you up.
I mean, that does make sense since we're not good to
I
Yeah,
did
you're
recover my
nowhere near
arrow.
enough to level
Wait,
up.
But wasn't there a chest just?
There
the
is
left
still a
one
treasure
that
chest.
wasn't
If you're
here?
recovering your arrows, Ashley,
Yeah.
how many did you spend?
I spent 2.
You can regain 1. You spend 10 minutes doing that.
Okay.
We evidently misread this previously, and I was letting you just gain your arrows back. You can only regain half.
Okay.
Yeah, you take a
I
minute to search the
literally-
battlefield, and you recover half of them.
And wait, who's going to open the chest?
I'm doing it.
You're looting
Okay,
the chest,
cool.
are you?
Ragnar smashes the lock off.
Please, Ragnar, don't smash the chest.
Hold on.
We could have valuable things in there.
Okay,
It
so
could be a potion of healing.
in the chest, you find 1,000 copper pieces, 400 silver pieces, a copper chalice with silver filigree, and a silver ewer. Both of which, I believe, are worth 10 gold each.
Right, so that's
Sure.
that's
2 copper, 400 silver, and about 20 gold if we sell that stuff.
50, 70 gold total. If you sell that stuff for its value.
yeah.
Yeah.
75.
Let's just share the copper and silver around, like, all of us first.
If we get it all converted into gold and we get the amount of gold
50 gold, that's
they
10
are,
each.
then that would be 15 gold each if we sell those and get them correctly.
Let's take the gold for now and we'll keep a hold of this challenge.
Yeah.
And so you,
Yeah, so then.
who has the best charisma in this match?
I have +4 to my charisma.
I've got +2. I'll give it to you.
500 silver.
I've got +4.
Which you're really
So
quiet.
I'd say that there is
It's 50 gold.
50 gold. Yeah, so we get 10 gold each.
Oh wait, no wait. Is that including Malaya? Are we giving Malaya some? Oh, yeah, I guess we should. He's here. Makes sense. We can't.
Very thought of like not giving someone who helped us a reward.
You giving Malaya 10 gold, yeah?
I thought
Yeah.
we should. She's part of the party. Right.
Yeah, it's just the way you're questioning whether to give her any or not. So we're all taking 10 gold, yes?
Yes.
And then are you
10
giving
gold.
Hikivim the 2 items?
Yeah.
You can write those on your notes, and you can potentially sell them later. You should be able to add them to your equipment. They should be part of it. It was a copper chalice with silver filigree and a silver ewer, spelled E-W-E-R.
No, those don't exist as equipment in
Then
D&D.
just
no,
add them as sort of like notes at the bottom.
I normally have them in my journal.
Yeah,
That's
put them under
what a ewer is.
other possessions.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
a ewer is. Sorry, I had no idea what it is, so I
I need
searched
to-
it up on Google Images.
Isn't it like a bowl?
No, it's a bit like a
It's a
jug.
cup.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
it's a
went
jug.
like a
Jug.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
jug. A really fancy one.
Yeah.
It sounds like a cup-like thing. Okay.
Anyway, there we go.
I want to leave the bodies.
You want to loot the bodies as well.
I want to see if it's
See if any of those mimics have any
Roll me
loot
an
on them.
investigation check.
Because you never know, someone might put something in them as well. Investigation.
Anyone can roll me this investigation check.
Okay, I'll roll it as well. Why not? It doesn't hurt.
Investigation +2. Well, straight up, nat 20. If I don't find anything, I'm gonna be confused.
I mean, they are mimics.
How have I gotten 2 nat 20s today?
7. Why do I keep getting 7s?
Nice.
I actually started up on that 20 today.
I think between the 3 of you, you probably find another 10 gold.
10 gold.
Okay. So that's 2
It's just
gold each.
assorted like scrap coinage.
Yeah. Add 2 gold to Malaya. We'll have 2 gold each.
Yeah. 2 gold.
I
for
think I am the richest person here.
I have 293 gold.
I think it was.
I have
Caesar at one point, but-
407 gold.
I have 27.
Even
Ollie
Zelda's
with
only got
like-
like 82 because he spent lots of
No,
money on getting
Me
his
with
armor
over
fixed.
400.
Actually,
Ellie-
it's 99 gold.
Oh, you got 99
in
now, haven't you?
total.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
don't use my money, so I just have this increasing supply of gold.
Well, yeah.
Should
So
be
these
someone
had
at
to
the back.
repair his arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much did that cost you?
I think it was 200.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
expensive. It
200,
cost you a lot. Okay,
Yeah.
and
Shall we
with
put
that,
money in
I
once it's
think
hot?
we're going to take a break.
Ooh, okay. Take a break.
So
Okay.
5-minute break, back by 22.
Yes.
Everyone
Okay.
happy with that?
Let's not delay this
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Please be back at 22.
Okay, cool. Right, then in that case,
Okay.
go have a cup of tea, go to the loo. We'll be back in 5 minutes.
And you make me feel like a rebel, but I will not give you a reason to destroy me more and more again and again.
Yep, I'm ready.
Wonderful, and we're back.
So,
You actually got back on time.
We did.
Well, sort of a minute later.
I think I should
talking.
turn back into an arrow. I think I should turn back into an Aarakocra.
You can turn back into an Aarakocra if you want.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. It's the
Because-
animated textures. Yeah,
Because
Roll20
we're not
doesn't
in
like
combat
animated
and-
textures.
Because we're not in combat, and as a veg pygmy, I can't actually speak to anyone. So
Yeah, because you don't speak common as a veggie pygmy, do you?
no, I don't think I can become any creatures that speak common.
No, you can't.
So okay, so I turn back into my Aarakocra form.
Okay. So remove your 10 hit points, blah blah blah, you know the drill.
Yeah.
Well, this music's really, really funky for
Oh shit, hang on, sorry, yes, put that back
it's
again.
Like a beach sheet. Da, 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 da,
I can't hear the music because I turned it off for me. There we go.
Oh, that's
That's
nice.
better.
Anyway,
That's more
so
Dungeon Crawly. There we go.
should we look at the rest of this place?
Wait, hang on. I first need to realise there wasn't any fucking kegs here. You lied to me, Hickory. I go to swing a punch at him.
Okay. Roll to hit.
God, I zoned out. What on earth is happening?
Ragnar's punching you.
What?
That one.
Wait,
You missed.
wait, reckless attack, sorry.
You're recklessly attacking him, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait,
Roll
but
with
you already
advantage
did the
then.
roll and everything.
Okay. 18, does that hit you?
Yes, yeah.
What's your damage?
Wait, no, I'm still raging. It means 4 plus 6.
4 plus 6.
God.
2. 4 plus 2.
6 points of damage.
Oh, stop!
Hickory, you take 6 points of damage. As Ragnar runs up to you and smacks you across the face.
You bastard!
Well,
Oh, sorry, I think I hurt you a little bit there.
Ragnar! Don't hit
hey,
Hickory.
Ragnar!
You
Don't
lied
fight,
to
you
me.
two. Malaya will come up. She will, she will expend a use of her healer's kit. To how much does she give you? Healer D6 plus 4. She'll expend a use of her. Well, she heals you for 10 hit points.
Okay, so I'm back at full health.
Yeah.
You're gonna hit me back.
I walk up.
Permission to firebolt.
No, behave yourself. Both
I
of you.
walk up to Hikkybeam and ask if he's alright.
I'm sorry.
I would be better if this person was on fire.
Ragnar,
We
can
will.
you please control your anger?
I will admit, I got a bit mad. Fuck, my accent's gone. Oh, I'm sorry, fuck me laddie.
Okay, why don't we just carry on through this?
Don't
See what we
lie
find.
to me about alcohol.
Well,
What are you doing
doesn't
now?
seem like a reason to recklessly attack them, but
Have a
okay.
look around the room.
What are you doing around the room?
I-
It is as you can see it. It's a ruined, ramshackle room. There's cobwebs in the corners. There appears to be just detritus. It's an ancient room that's just gathered dust and just debris.
Okay, I tell Ragnar to go up and turn right while I walk behind him cautiously.
I also offer a gold piece to Hikiri.
Oh, okay.
I shall accept.
That's
I
quite
would like
nice.
to remind you that turning right will take you back to the entrance.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought
sorry.
I didn't realise how.
I know that you guys know that you guys have already forgotten because we've been playing for an hour and a bit, hour and 45 minutes
no,
already.
I'm-
But
I did.
your characters have only been here for 20 minutes, so they'd know that to the right is
Yeah.
thingy. No, that's fine.
I'm coming in here.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
gonna have to go
I
back to
follow Ragnar.
Fog of
into
War.
Okay, so is there anything important to do with this statue here?
No, it just looks like an old ruined statue. I mean, you can investigate it if you want to.
Ashley
What?
and
Who the
Malaya
hell has
aren't
just
here.
randomly drawn a massive, great big thing there? Don't draw on my map.
That was
I did it-
Ashley.
I did it to identify the way that we've been.
Don't draw on the map.
You don't
Okay.
even need to do that. We know where we're going.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do an investigation.
An 8,
check on
okay.
this
No,
house.
you don't really. It's just to you. It just looks like an old ruined statue.
Okay, yeah. Let's not over. It's probably just a statue. I mean,
Yeah, it looks like an old ruined statue. I don't think it's of importance.
okay. Then I follow Ragnar because.
So you follow through.
he's-
Keep going.
Wet now.
Because
Yeah, so,
I believe
Malaya is a clickback.
Oh yeah, hold on.
for the time being, I see
But
Ragnar
assume
as
that
a
Malaria
human
is just
shield.
following you at the moment, and I'll move her when I remember.
I am fine, to be fair. I've got 41 health.
So,
18
hang on.
now.
Pause.
I'm pretty...
By this point,
Yeah.
Okay.
you are now up to your knees in water. Ragnar, it's up halfway past your thighs. The rest of you are all up to your knees in water. This is now starting to become very difficult to move around. Ragnar, as you
Okay.
enter the room, or as you reach this door frame, you can now see on the other side there seems to be a sort of a raised sections of the floor, almost like it's like a pedestal or maybe an altar. With what looks to be almost like a tree trunk of roots built up, with something faintly glowing at the top of it.
Can I see
And
this bag?
you can see stood to the side of it there is what appears to be an old woman, an old haggard woman, very, very sort of like old, ugly with age.
Oh, it's my girlfriend.
Isabel, slap him.
She can't hear. She can't hear it. She can't hear anything. I know.
Roll the hit.
Maybe text her and tell her that she said she was old and decrepit.
Okay, so one sec. I've just got to measure this. I haven't measured before, so I'm gonna see.
Right. Has she seen us?
One sec. Okay. That's really far.
Maybe we should check for traps first.
That'd be a good idea.
You
I
going in?
can't see what's up ahead.
No, you can't. You're around the corner.
Can the old haggardy woman see?
She seems to be currently focusing.
Right. Okay. I want to. Ow!
Good girl.
Fair enough. I deserve that. I scream. I shout.
She
Oi, woman!
doesn't seem surprised. She just keeps focusing on what she's doing.
Does the water get deeper the further in I go?
No,
Move up.
it's right up. It is
Okay.
difficult terrain.
Okay,
Oi!
so
Ugly!
sorry. Could I go up to here?
Are
and
you
because
following in?
I'm-
You're following in, yeah?
Yes. And because I'm within 50 feet of that platform, can I fly across?
Not just yet, because there's something that happens as you
Oh,
all
I
enter
told
the
you
room.
we should have checked for traps.
Oh god.
But you're all in the room.
Yes.
If you wait till all
I'm
of you are in the
not yet.
room, or within sight. So you are currently within sight, Hikivim.
Where's my
Oh,
hair?
okay, then I should stay here.
Belair's in the room as well.
I am within sight, so.
As you all enter the room, she will pause, she will stop, she will turn to look at you and smile a very wicked smile. I need you all to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh yeah.
I'm not very wise.
Everyone make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
I failed.
/R.
Do I succeed?
You got an
Plus
8.
3.
22.
Damn you, Ollie. To be
20.
fair, my charisma and constitution
Okay, so
saving throws.
everyone succeeds apart from Ragnar. Ragnar, you are terrified of this woman. You are utterly terrified. You have the condition frightened
Oh no.
on her as she transforms in front of you. She morphs and shifts
Demon.
and transforms in front of you, and her form becomes even more horrific and disgusting. I need you all
What the?
to roll me initiative.
So I can't
Yeah, that's what you're
Oh
gonna say.
God. Okay.
Slash R.
Okay. My roll
slash
failed then.
R 16 plus 4. 20.
21.
22.
I'd like to point out that Malaya only just succeeded on that.
I imagine.
Anyway, if you don't mind, I'm gonna call in the Grey Knights now. Clearly some demon of sorts.
So that's a 16 for Malaya.
Imagine that, middle of a D&D campaign,
what is- what is,
40k Grey Knights to
Have a look it up.
Oh, yeah, I need to.
Ollie, you haven't changed your turn
Oh,
order.
whoops, sorry.
number.
Sorry. I've literally only got to change one number.
Wait, no, I need to change her.
There we go.
Right, hang on.
That should be done. Wait, no, it still says 23. What the hell?
Do it again.
22.
Try-
There we go. There we go.
Okay, so would my reckless attack cancel it out?
You
come
might
on,
do,
Ollie,
but you are
this
compelled to move
game.
away from them, I believe.
Oh, willingly.
No, hold on.
I think
Frightened.
you run
Frightened
the fuck
creature has
away.
disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is within line of sight, and it can't willingly move closer to the source of its
Yeah.
fear.
No,
But what?
So Ragnar can't do close combat.
Oh my
No,
god.
not on the hag, no.
Thing. That's his entire thing. Oh god.
Ragnar is useless now.
Unless he saves, because he can repeat his save.
Yeah.
True.
Okay,
Maybe he can regain his composure. Drunken composure.
we need combat music.
There
There we go.
boss
better.
fight time.
Okay, so
Don't blind
I
me, it is your
begin-
turn first.
I begin by taking the form of a needle blight.
You're going to take the form of a needle blight, okay?
Yes, and I move up into this corner of the room, so that I am not in anyone's way.
Okay. You doing anything else?
Let's see. My wild form's an action, and there are no additional actions I can do. So yeah, that's
Okay,
the end of my
Cool,
turn.
fine. Hickey Beam, your turn then.
Okay.
What are you
I
doing?
shall
By the way,
advan-
because this is now knee-high water, it counts as difficult terrain. So for every 5 feet you would move normally through this, it counts for double. So you have to spend double
Okay, well
movement.
then... yeah, that's my max range anyway, because I was moving 15 feet.
Okay.
Okay. Ragnar is still in the way, so...
I'm very short, remember though. You'd probably reach over me.
I'm using a ruler, and I think you could hit this hack thing without hitting Ragnar.
I think you probably could, yeah. I might give her cover. I might give her a quarter cover.
Yeah, because I'm very small anyways.
Yeah, I'd probably give her a quarter cover.
Okay, well,
Which just means you get her, it's
That's
harder to
per-
hit her a little bit, but...
as per usual, fireball.
Fireball, go for it!
Oh, how about a third nat 20 of the day?
Nice, okay, yeah, go for it.
Why do I keep getting 20s today? 10 plus 5. Okay, 15.
10 plus 5, that's your max,
no,
is it?
Ian's smiling. That's not good.
Yeah. So I heard you make a giggle. I'm scared now.
Yeah, you should always be scared when I'm smiling. So you do 15 damage, okay.
I guess.
It's gotta be reflected back or something.
No, it's the firebolt flings out and thuds into her, dealing that damage. Good.
Okay.
Is that your turn done?
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and wait for my eventual death.
Okay. Hunter's mark.
You're gonna Hunter's marker?
Yep. Okay. Let's give it a roll. Okay. Slash R.
Shouldn't
Plus.
it have a health bar? Owen?
Oh, can you see the health bar?
I can see the health bar.
Not
I'm
meant
allowed
to see it.
No,
Ooh.
19.
Yeah, it's a little red bar. You can't see the numbers or anything, but
See now? No, you can't. Lovely.
Not
19
anymore, but
19
no,
will
no,
hit.
I know that. You took it
Okay.
back a bit of a-
So. Slash R. And also, I'm combining in Colossus Slayer because she's taken damage.
Fucking hell.
To nerf Ashley.
23.
Bloody
Need to nerf
hell, mate.
Ashley.
Ashley's always been
needs to. What, he just one shot?
Okay. No, it does. You send a bolt flying, and it thuds into the side of her neck, and she screeches in pain. Looks like it's a really nasty amount of damage.
38 damage to her already.
Fucking hell. Oh, I need to update my health on that.
Oh,
that
I
your
need to
turn
update
done,
my
Sildisa?
health as well.
Yep.
Got to update my health. Okay, 11.
Okay, time for Malaya to
Nope.
act. Oh
No.
no. No?
Ashley,
Yep.
you feel at your ankles something moves. Something slithers past your ankle, and all of a sudden, rushing from out of the water itself constricts and twists and shapes, and a giant serpent-like figure made from the water itself lunges out and wraps around you. A 22 to hit you will hit, yes?
Yeah.
You are
I should
now
have seen this
currently
coming.
grappled, and you take...
I can see his health bar, Aaron.
16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I just temporarily lost connection for a moment.
So you take 16 points of bludgeoning damage as this creature wraps itself around you and just slams into you, dealing you some hefty damage.
I'm almost dead.
Fucking hell.
Hey, I
Wait, was this the thing we were meant to see earlier on?
Maybe, maybe not.
I think it must have been.
This is vengeance for me basically probably taking off a good part of a health bar.
No, it actually really isn't. You just stood in the right place.
Oh, I am so lucky I didn't.
Oh my
Because
god.
where you are stood is exactly where it was hiding.
I am so lucky I had a max movement of 30 feet.
That is its turn done. It's also, you physically can't see this thing when it's immersed in water, because it's made of water.
Yeah, so it looks like water.
Yeah, you
Imagine
physically can't
trying
see
to
it.
notice water
Do I
in
need to
water.
do a constitution save?
No, you don't. It's just wrapped around you. You are grappled, currently, so you can't move.
Ash is going to lose an arm again.
Oh, not again.
Okay, Malaya, fuck, can't really do anything, to be honest. So she's gonna move across to here, pull out a crossbow again, and try and hit the hag. Which she doesn't. She misses because she rolled a 6. shit.
What about Malaya's having absolutely no luck with rolls?
No, she isn't. It's because I'm having no fucking luck with rolls at the minute.
Do you
It
want
is
me to
now
roll for it?
the hag's turn.
Ragnar is currently whimpering at the sight of it.
Ragnar. She turns to you and glares horrifically in your sight. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Another saving.
This is so lucky that this is how the turn order went. For her, at least.
Oh, yes!
Fuck!
Damn it!
You feel this,
Sorry?
you feel this force try and grip you and try and drain your life force out, but you shake it off. You are still frightened, but you do shake it off.
Right. So I can't rush her yet.
No, not yet. That's her action. She's going to partially hide behind the sort of like the tree trunk at the top, giving herself some cover. Screeching in rage as this ability doesn't seem to do what she wanted it to do. Ragnar, you are frightened. You cannot willingly move towards this creature, this hag.
It's fine, I'm going to say Sordissa.
You're going to save Seldisa, are you? Okay, you can do that.
That's enough movement for me to get there.
Okay.
So I can get there.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to
It's double movement.
rage,
Okay.
and what's double movement? Oh yeah, I know, because that's 12.5. It's enough to do like 25.
You recklessly attacking, yeah?
I'm recklessly attacking it while raging.
Which I believe, with your frightened ability, is a flat roll now.
No, the frighten is.
Frightened gives you disadvantage to your attacks, doesn't it?
No, it's disadvantage while the sorcerer is within line of sight. I'm currently looking away from it.
No, it's still within line of sight.
No way.
You can still see it. Line of sight means that you can possibly see it. It's not being physically blocked by something.
Ah. Oh, wait, the tree is partially blocking it.
Not really. She's got half
Oh.
cover from it. It's not like it's a full tree. It's only like it's a stump that comes up to maybe her waist.
Okay, fine. I'll accept that then. I'll recklessly attack.
A flat roll?
In hopes to hit its arms, whatever it's grappling Sordissa with.
It doesn't seem to have any arms or anything like that. It looks like a snake. It's a snake made of water, so you're just going to try and hit it.
So it like sort of lets go or something like that. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, you can give it a go. Roll to hit.
Fucking hell.
14 will hit.
Oh, blimey. 8. Fuck.
6. Okay.
Shit.
So you swing your Morning Star at it, and you deal some damage. It doesn't look like it's done as much as you would have thought.
Okay.
As your sort of bludgeoning force sort of like just splashes against the water that makes up its body. But your turn done?
That's my turn.
Okay.
Fine.
So, let's see. First of all, I would like to move just a tiny bit more forward, sort of like.
So you've got what's the movement speed of your needle bite currently, aren't you?
Oh yeah, movement speed of needle blight is 30 feet.
So you can move 15 feet.
Yeah. Okay, so I think just moving to about that area would be nice.
Yep. You can
So I move about 8 feet, and then if I'm in range, which I think I am, yes I am, I can use needles. So first I'll roll for attack.
Okay.
Oh,
7 will not hit.
damn, yeah.
You sure? You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay,
about.
so I can't do anything else because
that's your
doesn't
turn
have
done
any
then.
like extra reactions.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Fine.
No attack opportunity there, buddy. Close.
No, I don't think you were quite close enough to get attack of opportunity when it moved out of the way.
I mean, I guess it is grappling actually. So.
It doesn't mean it can't attack.
True.
So, for example, if Hikavim was to move out of the way, he'd get an attack of opportunity against him.
Fair enough.
So Hikavim, you're currently... You'd risk an attack of opportunity against you if you moved.
Ah. Well,
What do you want to do?
I think I'm going to use my final second level spell slot to give myself spider climb again.
Okay.
Or is my spider climb still active?
No.
No, your spider climb probably went. It lasted an hour, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was
so
half an hour to
gone
get
now.
into here in the first place, and then you spent enough time that it's gone.
Yeah, okay. So then I'm going to give myself spider climb again.
Okay.
And
I'm presuming you're going to try and climb across the ceiling, yeah?
yeah.
So
climb up
the
the
walls are
wall.
about 10, 15 feet tall, so you'd have to spend 15 feet of your movement moving up the wall in the first place, and then you can move 15 feet across the ceiling. As soon as you move 5 feet away from this creature, it will get an opportunity attack against you regardless. You're still leaving its threatened area.
Yeah, okay.
That's kind of over.
Okay then. I shall do that anyway.
You're going to do that? Okay.
So that's where I end up moving to with 15 feet of movement.
Does a...
The ceiling.
Hang on. 23 hit you?
Oof.
What? Sorry, you cut out. What?
Does a 23 hit you?
Yes.
30.
I know it does, I just like asking.
What?
You
Did it just
take-
insta kill me?
You take... Oh, that's not. Yeah, that's so I can't constrict you with this because you can. It's already constricting. Thingy. Yeah. You take. What was that? 12 points of damage. As it lashes out with water again, like its tail lashes out at you and bludgeons you. You feel this
Things
thudding
are
wall of
powerful.
force. It is powerful. This is fucking powerful. This thing.
I don't feel we're level enough for this.
No, you've got more than enough levels. You've already basically killed the hag.
Is the hag? The hag must be the source of that. I can't attack him though.
Sorry,
Oh no, I'm just thinking. The hag must be the source.
maybe. So Lisa, it's your turn. You are currently grappled, so you can't move. You can, however, you can use your action to try and break free.
Okay, I'll use my action to try and break free.
Okay, so you make me a strength check, please.
Okay.
It's the flat
Just
strength.
bring one up. Okay. Slash R 15 minus 2. 13.
Just. Literally just. 13 will break free for you, so you can now move. It's used its opportunity attack, so you can now move 15 feet away from it. But you have used your action.
I'll
Which
move-
means it puts Ragnar as the closest thing to it.
Yes.
I'll move here. Can I still attack?
No, you
No,
used
you
your
use
action.
your action.
That's your action.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
then
used your action,
turn-
so no, you can't.
You can use your bonus
Turn
action.
You've got your bonus action, yeah? If you can do something with your bonus action.
I can't really do anything with my bonus
Got a potion?
action.
Potion.
Oh, let me just check my equipment.
I feel like you do.
I do have a potion of healing, so I'm going to use my potion of healing. So
Okay, go for
slash
it.
R 2d4.
Oh no, I'll roll this
plus
for you, Ashley.
2. Oh, okay.
You regain 2d. It's 2d4 plus 2, yeah?
Yeah.
So you gain 9 hit points.
Good.
You regain some of the hit points that you've lost.
Yeah.
Ragnar, you attacked
I did
recklessly
that, sir.
previously, didn't you?
I did.
Because it is now the water snake's go. It will roll with advantage to hit you. Oh shit. Will an 18 hit you?
18 is my armor class. You win.
BM wins, so that will hit.
Fucking out, so close.
Oh, very close, yeah.
I'm raging. What damage is it doing?
11, 13, plus 3, 14 points of bludgeoning damage. You were pulled 5 feet towards it, and you are now grappled.
Okay, that's 7 damage to me then. 1.
You are now basically grappled by it.
Oh, do I need to drag myself to it, or is it in it?
Yeah, you're kind of in it at this point.
Right.
It does that damage to you, lovely. Right. Malaya. Malaya will probably rush across to, seeing that Seldisa is very, very injured, she'll rush across to Seldisa and use wading through the water and use another charge of her healer's kit.
Didn't he just swig a potion though? Would she still do this?
Sorry?
He just swig a potion, would she still do this?
Yeah, she still would. You still looked injured.
Exactly.
And you regain... Yeah. 10 points of health. 10 points of health.
Back up again.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're back up to full. Malaya has a character sheet, by the way, so this is part of her character sheet.
Fair enough.
Ragnar. I need you to make me another wisdom saving throw.
Oh god.
Come on. Wait, do I need to roll this with disadvantage? No, it's saving.
Does frighten mean that you have ability check? Saving throws disadvantage?
No, it's ability checks.
Just ability checks. Then no, you pass. The hag is just becoming more and more frustrated and angry by the fact that she has caught you, but she can't use this ability on you. Ragnar, your turn.
Okay. I thought you said I need to do another check to see if I'm still frightened.
No, you do that on your turn.
On my turn. Okay. So do I need to do it again?
Yeah, you can do it again, but you do it at the end of your turn. So actually, yes, you probably
okay.
should have done it at the end of your turn, but we forgot.
So should I do that anyways?
We'll do it at the end of this turn.
Okay, fine.
It doesn't make much of a difference either way.
I mean, actually, if you take that roll as my one from before, surely that makes sense. I'll let the hag attack me again.
Well, the hag can't do anything else apart from run up and attack people anyway, so it doesn't really make too much of a difference what happens. So do your wisdom save for frightened at the end of this turn. This is beneficial for you because you saved against it, and now she's wasted a turn.
Okay, fair enough.
Stop
I'll
complaining.
recklessly attack. I don't know. I just don't like having disadvantage.
Tough shit.
I will recklessly attack. Snake.
You're going to recklessly attack the water snake, yeah? Go for it.
Yep. RD20 plus 5. Please let the rolls be on my side.
It hits.
On my side. The 8 plus 5.
10 points of damage. Again, you swing your Morning Star around to hit it, and the Morning Star slaps up against the water that makes up its body, and it just doesn't seem to be doing the damage you think it should. You're getting in some heavy hits, but it doesn't seem to be doing as much damage as you think that it should be doing.
Okay.
Anything else?
Debating whether to drink the potion of fire breath.
You've used your action,
No.
so if it takes an action to drink it and use it, then you can't.
I don't know. You haven't actually written it out to me yet.
Told you to fucking Google it.
I have. It just says after drinking this potion, you can use a bonus action to exhale.
I'd say that you same rules as normal. You can use your if it doesn't say it uses an action, you can use a bonus action to drink it.
I'll hold out on it for now.
Okay. Fine.
I roll to hit the hag.
You're gonna roll to hit.
See.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Oof.
Misses.
Oh,
Anything else?
damn. I can't do anything else. I mean, if I was damaged, I would use photosynthesis, but I'm not damaged.
Oh, Owen, can we transfer my focus?
So yeah, I can't do anything else. So and by
Transfer
turn,
what?
I'm being useless in my
Hold on.
this fight.
I can't hear you, Squishy. You're quiet.
Can you put the fist on the snake? Because I'm attacking it.
Fist on the snake, yes. You also need to make your wisdom save
Yep, thank you.
at
Yeah,
disadvantage.
I've noticed as well. You're quite quiet today.
Yeah, you are quite quiet, Squishy.
Hang on, am I using the right? Do I sound like a toaster?
Ah, you are no longer frightened.
Hooray!
Nat 20.
Hang on. It was a little bit far away.
Yeah, you sound like you're far away from your microphone.
Oh shit, nat 20! Fucking hell!
Yeah, you succeed and you are no longer frightened. You steel yourself, you look back at her, and yeah, you manage to shake off this fear. Raspberry at her. Ikkivi,
Hey, funny, yeah.
she will scream in anger at you.
Na 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 na.
Anyway.
What are you doing?
From my original position on the ceiling, I'm going to advance 30 feet, so I'm basically above her, 15
Yeah?
feet above.
Okay.
Oh, clever.
So you're
And
you're
when-
currently about 7 feet above her at this point. But
Okay.
you're basically almost touching each other at this point. If you were to
Oh.
reach out, you'd actually be able to touch. Yeah, actually, you're probably within melee range because of the top of your head's probably within melee range at this point.
Oh, okay. Well,
If
then
you think about
maybe
your
not
height-
that far forward.
Yeah, if you think about
maybe
your
not
height,
that
you're
far
about
forward.
you're about in melee range at this point.
I mean, he can
Okay, I'll be
more,
there.
Because she's
That
probably
puts me out
about
of melee
5 feet
range,
tall.
but I'm still above her.
Yeah. Okay, so you're almost directly above her. I mean, you're probably still within melee range there, but you'd probably move back a little
I'm
bit
5
further. About here,
I'm
I'd say.
5 feet out.
5 feet out. Yeah, there will do. I'll say if you want to move there, you can you're out of melee range.
Yeah.
Difficult because
Yeah.
I don't have the grid.
Then I shall use the ice knife on
You can
her.
use ice knife on her. Go for it. Spend the spell slot.
What?
Nice, that knife.
Yep. Sure. See what I get from my hit. 10 plus 6. So 16 hit.
16 will hit.
Okay, so that's a straight 1d10 of damage.
Okay.
Which is oh. Got 4 damage, and then she needs to do a
Dexterity save.
dex save. 14.
Is that gonna be easy with her in front of a tree? What's tangled up in a tree?
I'm above her.
No. Her doing a dex save.
She fails? No, it doesn't give her. She's not in a tree.
Which means it's 2d6.
Oh shit.
So she's taken 4 already.
So,
yeah.
and that's another 10.
That's another 10. Fortunately, that is just enough.
Kill her. Fucking
Yes.
hell.
She screams
Ah, my
as
plan
this
worked.
ice knife thuds into her and then explodes shards of ice. Just fly absolutely everywhere. And she then just, with a gasp, drops to the ground dead.
Very nicely done, guys.
What about the water snake?
The water snake is still very much alive.
Fucking hell.
Talisa.
Okay, well, first things first,
You
got hunter's mark on it.
You get a hunter's mark on it.
Yeah,
You currently get advantage to hit it.
Yeah.
and now I am going to
Bloody
attack it
Christ.
using one of my arrow plus ones.
Okay. So if you hit with this, you do +1 damage.
Plus one arrows.
Is it +1 to hit as well?
15 plus.
I don't know. I thought it was always plus one to hit.
No,
You have
+1
a
to
plus
attack
one-
and damage rolls.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So it's
So
+1 to
it's-
hit and damage. So if you +1 to your, you get an extra +1 to your attack, and if you hit it, you do extra damage
So 24.
with advantage.
Okay, let me just roll again.
But keep track of how many of these you've used as well.
The same. And got another 15.
Got another 15. Okay, fine. So 24 will hit.
Special. And then add an additional 1 to that. 20!
20 points of damage.
Me.
That's piercing damage, isn't it?
Let me just check.
Yes, it would be.
It's with
an arrow.
it's with my bow, so
Piercing damage, yeah.
yeah, it's piercing.
Okay, so again, much like
Just
with
one might
Ragnar's
just go
attack,
through the...
much like with Ragnar's attack, it seems to thud in and do some damage, but it doesn't seem to do a huge amount of damage. Hikivim as well, by the way. What you can see currently is in the top of this, the sort of like the branches, the roots that make up this sort of stump. You can see a cord bracelet with beads on that seem to be sort of dimly glowing.
Ah, I see.
You don't know what they are, don't know any more information than that, and it seems to be sort of like entangled with the roots.
Oh, wait.
Is that your turn done, Sildisa?
Yes.
Snakies go.
You want me to use my potion?
You did attack recklessly again, didn't you?
I did.
Then it will attack you with advantage.
Give me your best shot.
Is Ragnar gonna go down to them again?
Natural 20.
Oh shit.
It
Ow.
was nice knowing you, Ragnar.
Fucking hell.
Now, I'm
Half
sorry, Ragnar, but it does 3d6 of damage.
Okay.
18
So that is a
damage
base
strength.
18 points of damage,
Okay, 18.
plus 3.
That's 9.
Well, that's 21, plus...
21.
That's 28 total.
28 divided by 2.
14.
14. That's fine.
14 points of damage as it slams its watery form into you again.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Malaya. Malaya will
still
move
alive
to the
there,
side
right?
and
that's
she
fine.
will fire
I'm
a
still alive.
crossbow bolt at
With
the
advantage.
water snake with advantage, yes. She gets 21 to hit it, so she will hit. She does a d6 plus 4. That's 5 points of damage, which is halved to 3. Oh, fine. That's Malaya's turn. Ragnar,
I drink my potion of fire breath.
you're going to drink your potion of fire breath, are you? Go for it.
And I do, and with my bonus action, I exhale fire at a target within 30 feet of me.
Okay, so
The
you
target
will...
must make a DC 13 dexterity saving throw.
Will fire even work against a water elemental?
Dex save. DC 13,
Dex
yeah?
save. Yeah,
Saves.
yeah.
15.
Fuck. Okay, so I have.
Does it do half damage? Or does it just not work?
Taking 4d6 on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
So roll
Okay.
4d6.
So /R 4d6. 11.
Ooh, it's good damage. Good damage. So it
No, I'm
takes...
serious. I'm thinking fire
The fire
boils water.
it sort of wraps around the water. It does give off some little amount of steam, but again, doesn't seem to do as much damage as you expect it would do normally.
Okay, fair enough. So that makes sense. I'm thinking maybe it might.
It also
Seems it
manages to avoid most of the attack. It just nimbly. It seems fairly nimble. This being made of water, it seems like it can flow and move around very, very nimbly.
Okay. What would kill it? Okay, so I get 2 more times, or when 1 hour has passed now.
Okay, fine.
Not mark this down.
Okay, so what would transforming back count as?
I think it's a bonus action to cancel your wild shape.
Ah, damn.
You'd have to have a look at it,
so
It should say.
yeah, you can either version back to your normal form. Bonus action earlier.
Bonus action earlier.
So, I think I'm going to transform back into my Aarakocra form.
Yep.
and let me just see. Oh, one sec. I'll transform to my Aarakocra form, and what could I do?
By the way, if you want to do movement, you can pick up your model and press right mouse, and it gives you a.
Yeah, it does a ruler.
Yeah, but from the
okay.
center of your model.
Yeah.
I mean, there's something I was doing, but it requires a bonus action, so I'm not going to do it this turn.
Okay.
So
Are
I think my
you
defeat
tall?
and my
Owen? Are we allowed to know how he looks?
Sorry?
Are we allowed to know how he's looking right now?
It's difficult to tell, to be honest, because it's made of
It's
water.
a giant made of water.
Yeah, it's a giant water snake. So it's difficult to
Hitchy
tell.
Beam,
Is that your turn done?
Yeah,
Okay,
because
Hitchy Beam.
I have a plan.
Okay, I'm going to
Hitchy Beam currently stood on the ceiling.
Yeah, I'm going to advance along the ceiling towards the strange magical item.
Okay.
And before I try to do anything with it, I'm going to inspect it.
You can have a look at it. So you're going to spend your action doing an investigation check, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, make an investigation check then.
Sure,
You can make an
whatever.
investigation or an arcana, I would say. Whichever one you'd prefer.
Which one? Plus.
Assuming
Okay,
arcana's better for you.
Yeah. 16 then with arcana check.
16. Okay. With the arcana check then, these seem to be the source of the force. They seem to be the hag potentially. It looks like they were using it to channel the magic encased in these beads into the circle itself. But beyond that, I don't think you would know exactly what they are. They just seem to contain the force energy. There are 6 of them on this little bracelet, on a sort of like a rope cord, a leather cord.
Okay then. Nah, that's my action used up now.
Yep, you've got bonus action, you've got a little bit of movement left. Probably got about 10 feet-ish.
How far away from the bracelet actually am I, like physically? Would I be able to grab it?
You'd have to, if you wanted to actually grab it, you'd have to walk down the wall.
Ah, okay then. Then I shall move myself over to the wall, ready to walk down it for next to it.
Okay. Valdisa,
Okay,
your turn.
I'm gonna roll to attack with a normal arrow.
Normal arrow. Okay, go for it. You get advantage on this.
And with the yeah. Okay, plus 4 plus 8, and then for the second one. Wow, that is really bad. I ended up getting another 4.
Misses, both of them
12
miss.
hit. Ah, okay.
Both miss. The arrow sails past.
Fuck.
You can use your reaction to use ricochet if you want to, but that's up to you.
Look, you can.
I'm gonna use ricochet.
I thought it was only on a 1.
If he misses. Use ricochet, okay. Both of those arrows are now irretrievable.
Is this with advantage as well, Owen?
No, this is just he re-rolls it.
I got 18.
18 will hit.
Okay, so then sort of get basically all my buffs. $15.
Okay, so you the arrow ricochets again. Both of them are now irretrievable, so mark those off as both irretrievable. Because you fire an extra arrow. It sails through it, and again it takes a bit of a chunk out of the water. Some of the water goes splashing off, but again doesn't seem to do as much damage as you would normally expect.
Turn end.
Snaky boy. Ragnar.
Bring it on.
Advantage against you. Oof.
Oh, no, he doesn't. Excuse me. No, he does not.
You recklessly attacked.
No, I didn't. I fire breathed him.
Oh, okay. No, fair play.
Yeah, excuse me.
We roll that then. Does a
I've got an armor class of 18.
20 will hit you then. 3d6 damage. That is 7 plus 3, 10, so that's 5 points.
5. Oh, thank God, I'm doing fine. Right.
See, the problem is this is like Seldisa's worst nightmare as an enemy, because it's basically resistant to all physical damage. Malaya. Again, we'll fire a crossbow bolt at it with advantage. A 20 will hit, fortunately. The other was shit. And that does 6 points of damage to it, which is halved.
I'd imagine so. Oh, and just quickly.
Yes.
How long do you think this session might be? Is it just this encounter, then is it?
Yeah.
Or is it more?
We finish at 5 each week.
We finish at 5. Cool. Yeah, we finish it. Yeah, hold on.
Or we try our best to, at least.
Okay, cool. Alright, cool.
So Malaya fires a crossbow bolt at it again, and again, just doesn't seem to be doing as much damage as you'd normally expect. Ragnar.
Right, I'm going to do a nice little interesting thing here, because technically speaking, the usage of my fire breath charges is a bonus action. So I'm first of all going to use my action to recklessly attack.
Okay.
D20 plus.
Reckless attack take up a bonus, or is it?
No, it's just it's a feature and trait.
Fine. If it doesn't say it uses a bonus action, then it doesn't use a bonus action. So.
Right, D20 plus 5. Shit.
20 will hit,
good.
yeah.
Cool. Right, so we'll do /D8 plus 5 for damage. That was a bit shit, but still, it's damage either way. And then I will use the fire breath potion again, so DC 13 for Dex save.
Dex save 13. It fails this time.
It fails. Awesome.
It rolled an 8. So you've done 6 points of bludgeoning.
Yep.
Hammer
no,
fire.
bludgeoning. Is it bludgeoning?
Yeah, your morning star was bludgeoning.
Oh yeah, it is.
And then 16 points of fire.
It's piercing. It says piercing.
Morning star's piercing?
Apparently. Yeah, because it's like a big spiky thing.
Oh yeah, isn't it? Yeah, piercing. Oh, fine, doesn't matter. Irrelevant. It's still resistant to piercing anyway. And 16, so that's a total of 22, so it takes 11.
11, I thought so.
Okay, yeah, a nice bit of damage from Ragnar there, using his abilities.
I'm glad I saved this potion up.
That's your turn done. Vine. He is now looking withered.
So first, I take out my quarterstaff and cast Shillelagh on it.
Shillelagh.
So the effect would be 1d8 plus 4. Would that be how enchanted it would be?
Hang on. Let me check. It's you add your wisdom score. Is it wisdom to it instead of strength?
Yeah, it's wisdom instead of strength.
Yeah, so it would be d8 plus 4. That's if you wield it two-handed. If you wield it one-handed, it's 1d6 plus 4.
Okay, so that would be the damage if I attacked with it right now.
Yes, if you hit.
Well, I won't attack just yet. I will first fly full force towards the water thing.
Okay, what are you trying to do?
I'm going to fly full speed towards it, and then right as I'm near it, hit it as hard as I can.
Just make me an attack roll.
Magical quarterstaff. Okay, so... what's my... Is it just 1d20, because I don't have a...
It's d20.
Yeah, just a d20. 14! Okay.
14 will hit, yeah.
So,
But you doesn't give you any bonus damage.
No. So I fly towards it, and when I'm near it, I hit it with my now magical quarterstaff.
Yep, okay. Do it now counts as a magic weapon, yes?
Yes.
Fine.
Let's see. That'll be 1d8 plus 4, and then I need to add my wisdom, don't I?
No, that's plus 4 already.
Does that mean magic
okay.
damage, I guess?
So would that be just 1d8 plus 4 then?
Yeah, just 1d8 plus 4.
Okay. Oh!
12 points of damage. Nice.
Okay.
Upon hitting this creature, whereas every other attack previously didn't seem to be doing its full amount of damage, your now faintly glowing quarterstaff, as you thud it into this creature, it screeches in pain. Oh, well, it doesn't really screech because it's made of water. But it writhes in pain silently. It doesn't even really do that. It doesn't make noise.
Magical weapons hurt it. Okay.
I have a question. With the arrows plus 1, is that classed as magical?
No. They don't class as magic unless it's like a magic weapon. I don't believe they class as magic.
Yeah.
Then
it needs to be enchanted to be a magic.
Vine's ability makes his weapon magic.
Yeah.
Gives it a magical property. And as you use two-handed with your quarterstaff, thudding the quarterstaff into this creature, it splashes and dissipates.
Oh shit!
Yeah! Da da da.
XP, please.
Combined with our XP from this minute.
Yeah, hold on, let me get that.
Right.
I'm gonna spin happily. No.
Okay, I have one use of my fire breath left.
I want to reclaim my arrows.
So you can reclaim half of the arrows spent. You spent 1 plus 1 arrow, so you do not get that back.
Okay.
And the 2 that you spent, with Ricochet, don't get back either.
I remember firing one at the hag.
You should just however many you spent during all of that.
Yeah.
Half of those minus the minus the 2 that you got you used for your Ricochet.
Question: round up or down if it's decimal?
I'll be nice and let you round up.
Okay, so I get 1 regular arrow back.
Yep.
Okay, so can I inspect this chest?
You want to have a look at the chest? You all receive 410 experience.
Very nice.
Okay. So
that's a nice chunk of XP there.
Manage experience.
That's for everything that you've done today.
Yeah. What are the mimics?
Okay.
Mimics gave you basically nothing. They're 450 each.
I thought it'd be like 15 or something.
Split between 5 of you is basically nothing. It was the Walter Weird and the hag that gave it you. So you're inspecting the chest, are you?
Yes.
So yes, in the chest you open it up, and you find 1200 copper, 500 silver, 80 gold, and 2 gold lockets worth 10 gold each.
That's a pretty good find, yeah.
Anyone else doing?
I'm going to climb up the tree using the spider.
It's not a tree, it's like a stump.
Well, stump then.
But it only stands about 3 feet off the floor. But you can literally, it's like the table height.
Oh, okay, well then, yeah, I'm just gonna come down next to it and...
So you can now clearly see that there's this bracelet, sort of like tangled into the sort of the roots of what it's not quite a stump because it's made of roots, but it just looks a bit like a stump. And you can see that these roots are sort of tangled and entwined with the bracelet, and these the beads of this bracelet are glowing.
Could I possibly use prestidigitate? Wait, no. Control flames to expand the flame from the lantern, which is still ignited because it's got about 5 hours left,
Oh my god, I've just realised.
onto the wood.
What idiots. We've been...
You're going to throw fire at the wood that holds the bracelet.
Oh no.
Yeah, maybe.
Why weren't we...
Yeah, and then I'll just use the wall as my platform to avoid being burnt alive.
Have you, the rest of you, have you approached this pedestal? Yes.
No.
I'm just making my way up to it.
You're making your way
I've
up
just
to it, and
realised-
Malaya will probably be doing the same.
And because I was near the chest,
You're far away.
Why have we not been doing the decimal parts of gold into silver?
I don't know. That's up to you. So you're
No,
now
no,
joining
that's-
him on the pedestal there, Vine.
Yes.
Oh, we figured it out. It's 28 gold, 4 silver each.
Hold on.
And then,
Okay, just figure it out
okay.
later. Things are happening. Shush. So what damage does that fire do?
Damage does fire do?
What does it say as part of Control Flame? What does the damage do?
You expand the flame 5 feet in one direction, provided that wood or other fuel is present in the new location.
Oh, so it doesn't say
That's
damage
all
at
it
all.
says. It just ignites it. I would assume it would take damage over time from being burning wood, like all wood does when it's on fire.
That's an interesting question.
Roll a d4 then. No, d6. Yeah,
Okay.
roll a d6. See how much
That
damage you do.
beats. 4.
Okay. As you expand this flame onto it, the beads crack. Everyone who's within 10 feet of the centre of the stump, so that includes you, Hikivim.
Oh, I'm just out of it.
I'm out of it as well.
Yeah.
You're just
I'm
out.
in
I
it.
think that Vine, you are within.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, he is.
Gonna take
Okay.
damage.
How much damage?
Good question.
You both take 10 points of damage
Jesus Christ, I'm on 1 HP.
as the beads
Wait, so we
shatter.
take 10 because
10 points of damage, yeah.
I haven't gone out of my needle block form.
No, you haven't. So you take
so that
10.
means I'm back on.
You're
that means
back on Vine.
Oh
With,
wait, no,
you did.
no,
you did.
no,
You
no,
dropped
I
it.
did. Yeah, I
you did.
did.
You dropped it. So
Damn.
you're on 10 hit points.
Yeah. So I'm on 10.
You take 10 points of 10 points of damage.
10 damage. Oof. Okay.
And all of the beads erupt in a massive just explosion of force. Hikavim, you're probably thrown backwards and dropped to the ground. Vine, you are also dropped thrown backwards as well. The rest of you,
so
whilst you
about
don't take
here.
the damage, you are, I think, you are pushed back. Let me find out what distance you're pushed back.
Oh,
What distance? Oh, for fuck's sake, it doesn't say.
I'm just going back to about here, which I think.
10-foot radius. You're all pushed back. If you're so it is 10-foot radius. That's fine. You are pushed back as a bubble of force appears 10 feet radius, centered on where the bracelet was.
So 10 feet away.
can-
So if I'm here, so
Yeah, you're not thrown back then in that case.
Oh, I'm not thrown back at all.
No, you're not thrown back.
Right. Okay, I get you.
Can I cast Cure Wounds on myself
And yeah,
to heal?
want to?
Okay, so that would
Hikavim,
be.
you are now because it's thrown you back. You're probably over here again now because it's pushed you out of the way. It threw you backwards.
So Cure Wounds is 1d8 plus 4, so I'll put that in.
And there is now a
And-
bubble of force.
Oh, I
Should we
healed.
get the fuck out of this place? Because it
One
looks
sec.
not very
I
happy.
healed 9 damage
Okay.
from using Cure Wounds.
Fine,
So
you're back up
use
to
one of
19
my
hit points then.
level 1 spell slot. Yeah.
Alright.
Wait, which is
Are
pretty
we out
much
of we
where I
are out of
started.
initiative, right? Yes.
You are at initiative, yeah.
Cool. Just double checking. Shall we get out of this place? Because it looks like it's about to blow or something.
No, it just
Yeah,
there's
that
just a bubble of force.
Right. Okay.
Might be a good idea to check and see if anything's changed.
Yeah,
upstairs.
that would be reasonable.
It also seems as though that if now looking at it, it also seems like the roots, the plant seems to be almost withering now. Doesn't have a magical connection to the item anymore because the item is now destroyed. So it seems like the roots are now just withering away.
Okay. Shall we get
Yeah.
surface then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can head back to the surface.
Ragnar! Immediately.
Don't need to worry about moving your characters.
It's fun.
I'm about to switch you to a different map. Shit, hang on. Roll 20 is
Yeah,
having
yeah.
a mare.
Ha! I made it here for
We left Malaya. We left Malaya.
Malaya
Oh, no,
stuck in a
wait,
damp
hang on.
environment.
Hang on. Do we need to switch the switches on?
What do you mean?
Or we need
We-
to do
we
do it
can
anyway.
just-
You can just do it.
Okay, fair
I'm
enough.
not going to make
Yeah,
you
okay,
make
do it
checks
on
for
the
that
way out.
because you can just do it.
So
Okay.
we did it, and blah blah blah. We went out. Okay. So should we?
Oh, look, there is an annoying blue force field around
Should
the
we
place.
report
anyway.
back to the Citadel what we did?
Yep.
Yeah, there appears to be. It appears to be whatever you've done in the fortress. There is no longer a giant blue force field surrounding the town.
Is the town
Okay.
celebrating in cheers?
The town doesn't seem to be necessarily celebrating, but you can see people as you walk into the town. You can see people gathering together, relieved expressions on their faces.
So they're not like crazy as heroes or anything.
They don't fucking know what
But
you've
they
done.
probably, yeah, I was gonna say they
Why-
probably have
why
no
start
idea
boasting?
what we did.
Can I start boasting about the fight I had with a water snake?
No, don't let Ragnar do it. They'll just think he's having a drunken.
Gonna say, make me a performance check with disadvantage.
People are just gonna roll their eyes and
Persuasion
walk
check.
by.
Persuasion check with disadvantage.
Persuasion. Oh, persuasion. Let's do the same thing. Oh.
12, no.
I would
They
have
just
done
look at you
better
like you're
because
a
I
fucking
have plus.
Mad
4.
dwarf.
Water snake!
Can I
They're
try
probably just
persuasion
looking at you and
check?
just going.
See all that's happened tonight!
They
One
just
sec.
smile, nod at you, and go, yeah, okay. Walk away.
Okay, so we make our way back to the Citadel.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're making your way back to the Citadel. The atmosphere in the Citadel now appears to be much more relaxed. You can see, if you make your way, you can see Sergeant Breeden and Lambkins are still directing. They're basically restoring order again after a little bit of chaos that it was caused by the force field itself. And things look like they're starting to calm down and go back to normal.
Very nice. By the way, guys, 28 gold, 4 silver each from that treasure, and I guess give Hikivine the treasure to sell.
Oh yeah.
So that means Malaya gets 28 and 4 as well, Owen.
She gets 28.
Yeah, 28 gold, 4 silver.
So let's report back to the sergeant then, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes, you can do that. I do believe he gave you a promise of a reward. I can't remember what that is. I will check for you. I will rewatch the streams because it was 2 weeks ago.
It was sort of a discount on travel costs.
Yeah, I think he also promised you a reward as well.
Did anyone make a note of the journal?
I will look that. I will rewatch the previous stream and tell you next session.
Okay, that's fine.
And you can add it all. So he will spot you and wave you over to him and relievedly say, "Thank you, friend. We are in your debt. Whatever you did down there has released us from whatever magic was containing us. So but you have our utmost thanks.
We found an old hag within the old fortress and a water serpent.
A water serpent?
I would
Yeah, it was
recommend
like-
you send down people to scour the old ruins, just in case you find some sort of community of old hags.
I believe we should certainly be posting somebody. If you could direct us to the entrance, we will have a look through and see if there is any left over at all. But we certainly will be posting people outside this entrance just in case something else decides to take up residence.
It
I
could
should
also
guide him.
Yeah,
It
you
could
can guide
also
them once
serve
you do
as
that.
I would say it could also serve as a good sort of like last standpoint, since because it's a bit of a puzzle to even get in.
I mean, it certainly would be. That's what its initial purpose was to be a last line of defence, a fortress. It depends on what sort of repair it's in, but it would be certainly something that we'd look into.
It's traversable. You may have to renew the pathway to one of the buttons to open the door, because that is mostly collapsed in
Yes.
to the cliffside.
In the meantime, I'm gonna just sneak away to the tavern.
You're going to go to
I
the
need a
tavern. I
drink.
thought you might.
Gotta have my regular debauchery.
So you guys, and apart from that, he will give you your rewards. Yet to be confirmed, because I need to check it.
I'll make a note of that in my journal.
And he will say to you, as promised, I will talk to one of the shipmasters in the port and arrange for you to have discounted travel to you're going to Aniden. I think is your next port of call, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
I will talk to some of the shipwrights.
Not Acrobat.
I will talk to some of the shipmasters in the docks later on, and I will arrange for you to have a discounted passage. But we will pay some of your fare for you, and I'm sure after learning what you have done for us today, that they will be more than happy to take you.
Thank you, Sergeant.
But I suggest that you guys go and enjoy the rest of your day. Have some downtime. Have a relax. Stock up on anything you need to stock up for, and I will make sure that there's a ship ready for you tomorrow.
Alright.
I think the first.
Lambkins, I have a question. Is it possible for me to? Is there a place I could sort of purchase some additional arrows?
You might be able to get some arrows from the smithy, or potentially from the general store if they've got any in stock. I don't know if there is anything in the town.
Arrows? I thought that was more the Fletcher's thing.
They might. I know our town, the Steel Ideal, does do a few orders like that, but we don't really have much of a hunter's market in the town, I'm afraid.
Ah, fair enough, lads.
So, I mean, she might be able to do it for you, but...
Well, anyways, cheers for the reward. I'm off.
Very well.
I think I should go see a medic.
Go see
1
a medic.
HP
You're on
and
1 hit
all.
point. Yes.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm parched. I'm going down to the tavern as well.
He goes to the tavern as well.
I'm gonna head to the blacksmith.
I will say you don't really need to go and see a medic at Kuvim, because for the rest of the day you're basically just downtiming. You can effectively all spend a long rest.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
So I'll say you can go and see the healer, she will patch you up, but for the rest of the day you relax, you eat, you drink, and you're going to see if you can get arrows from the blacksmith, are you, Seldisa?
Yeah.
Let me see if she stocks anything. Smithy. Deal.
I like this music. And my potion has run out of...
yeah, your potion is well run out.
Yeah. I was hoping maybe I might be able to boil the serpent alive. And
no, it's resistant to fire damage.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Resistant to fire, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks.
How much damage would it have taken from an ice knife?
It would just standard damage.
Fair enough.
No.
I guess I'd be
Didn't
like
take
piercing.
any extra. He didn't have any vulnerabilities at all, so... there we go, it's finally got up. Finally caught up. You go to Steel Ideal, the blacksmith of the town, and the elven blacksmith there will, after talking to her, you discover that actually she doesn't have any arrows available.
Oh dear.
Fortunate.
I mean, if you're heading across to the to Aniden will almost certainly have a Fletcher. It's a much larger town than Riffigaber is.
Thank you.
With hopefully a much nicer map.
Does have a much nicer map, yes. I'm going to move you across to that in a second. Hold on. You can all have a long rest.
Cool. But of course, as usual, Ragnar gets absolutely rat-ass.
Then in that case, is anyone else having a drink?
I was more planning on selling all the trinkets we got.
You can try and do that, yeah. Save us doing the RP on it. I'll just say that you can sell them if you want to go to the jewelers and sell them. You can sell them for their face value. You've got enough charisma to make sure that you do that. So each of the trinkets is 10 gold each.
So that's 40 gold overall.
Gold, silver, ore, copper, chalice.
I think you got 4.
I got 4 things, so yeah.
Potential 6.
So that's.
My character will have a glass of wine.
You're gonna have a glass of wine. I will say you can have. A pitcher of wine will cost you 2 silver, so I'll say just mark off 2 silver, and you can all share the pitcher.
Yeah. So that's 8 gold each, including Malaya.
You 8 gold each. Okay. You, Ragnar, need to spend. Gonna say
20
for a carousing night,
including bed and board, of course.
Including bed and board, yeah.
I feel like I've got an agreement with the landlord at this point. Oh, baby, you probably want to listen to this. Oh, no. I'll just run before you up.
Can somebody quickly look up what the how much lifestyle cost is for let's go wealthy. What's the wealthy lifestyle cost?
I'm looking it up now. 4 gold.
4 gold. You mark off 4 gold then.
That's fine. I have a very wealthy drinking life. Yep, 4 gold.
Wealthy, I shouldn't be. Don't think it'd be short gold. Wealthy lifestyle gold. I think.
Yeah. On roll20.net, lifestyle expenses 4 gold.
Okay. Believe you. 4 gold. Mark off 4 gold.
Yeah. God.
Right. So.
And I presume the rest of you just spend. You eat food. You have a meal. I presume all of you mark off a comfortable lifestyle then for me.
Oh, we wrap it all into one.
Yeah. I'm just gonna wrap it all into one.
I like that. It's a little bit easier.
Yeah, mark off comfortable lifestyle because you spent more because you wanted to get rat-arsed. You're using wealthy. You get rat-arsed as per normal. Roll D100 plus your level.
Alright, no one wanted to join me in this? Vine even?
No, thanks.
No.
Right. Oh, is that sleeping? Is that sleeping?
31.
Did I sleep with someone?
Roll a D20.
That's D20. I think this is, isn't it?
19.
Fucking hell.
I think I've done this one before.
Have you? I'm gonna have to roll a new fucking character now.
Yeah!
I was gonna say it's yeah, you got the. It's above 10, so it's a continuing relationship.
No, wait. Let me roll it. Let me roll him.
No. I will. We will roll up a character off camera.
Is he male or female? At least.
We will roll that up off camera. We'll decide that off camera.
No.
But yes, you do have another ongoing relationship.
You really need to stop this.
Ragnar, you
Is it a new person?
Ragnar
Brand new person?
Well, it is, yes, because Oruben has left.
Oh shit.
And we also need to decide. We need to figure out whether or not you remember it.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, do I remember it?
So we'll figure that out off camera.
Fair play.
We'll do that later. Save time.
Sorry,
for a
Owen.
minute. Ass.
Nice.
I've note down
Ragnar's love triangle.
New sexy time.
Ba, 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 ba.
So,
Ba, 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 ba.
save RPing all of this. I'm presuming you're going to get Malaya to come with you to the next town, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're gonna get to see the map.
You do get to see the map because I want to push you across to the map before we finish, which is why I'm foregoing role-playing this sort of stuff because I want to push you across to the next town.
Oh no, it's past 5 o'clock.
It has, yeah. It's overrunning a little bit. What you go down to the docks the next morning to meet Sergeant Lampkins, and he informs you he's found a ship's captain to take you to Aniden. He has managed to haggle the price down. It was 60 gold per person, I believe, previously. He has managed to arrange for that to be quartered. It's 15 gold per person.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm
I
paying
will
for
pay
myself.
Ashley. I want to pay for Ashley.
You want to pay for Ashley, do you?
Yeah, because I know.
Actually, I'll also pay for
I'll pay.
Malaya.
You're going to pay
I'm
for
down
Malaya?
to pay for myself. You save
I'm
your
down
own
to
money.
30 gold.
Ollie,
Okay.
I am
30 gold.
412 gold, and I'm not paying for anyone else. I
You're
paid for
paying
me
you
and
and
Malaya.
I'm
30 gold?
paying for myself. I'm paying for myself.
You're paying
So
for
that'll
yourself,
be-
okay?
Yes, so
Yeah,
I'm down
I
to
pay
30
for
gold.
Fine.
myself.
I thought I'd offer it.
15 gold each, except for Malaya, whose Hikidim is now spent buying the passage for. And it takes you a few days of travelling as you sail down the coast to the new next town. I do very quickly want somebody to roll me a D100.
I will. Me.
Oh no.
I'd go
Oh.
77.
You fine?
Why did it roll twice?
It
Weird.
because that's how you roll a D100. You roll 2D10.
No, because it did.
Anyway, you got
No,
77.
you're fine. You don't encounter anything on the way.
Oh, thank
and
God.
you eventually, after a few days of travel, arrive at the next town of Aniden.
Oh wow!
Here is
Look at now,
Aniden.
mate.
Ooh.
How long did this take you, mate?
Day.
A day,
Yes.
like solid day, like 24 hours.
Yes.
Wow.
A fucking long time.
Okay,
It
let's
gets
see
more
what we can
complicated when
complain
I
about.
get to your fucking campaign.
Let's see what we can whinge about. Nothing.
Good.
The roads are small.
Wait, hang on. Look at this texture here. There's something in the
Big ass
right
fucking
there.
town, dude. It's a big ass fucking town.
What's this silver stuff here versus all the pink stuff?
The silver stuff. What do you mean?
The silver stuff here, where I'm pinging.
Oh, the pinkish stuff are the roads, and then the silvery stuff. It's all sort of like paved areas.
Yeah, but this
They're
seems a bit random,
they're
really.
non-roads basically.
Okay, fair enough. No, I'm done picking it. It's really good, Owen. Well done. I think.
Took me fucking ages to do that. played with 3D
The
textures.
lines in the farms are going over the farm.
Yeah, I know the farms aren't very good. I just half-assed those, so I got to the end and went fuck it.
I
But
think
But then
Owen
farms aren't
deserves
even
a-
anyway.
I mean, why are houses blue? It's a bit weird.
They are blue.
I think it's
because
districts.
they're district. One, it's districts, and that is actually the tiling on the top of the buildings. So it's
enough.
split into into several districts. There's the upper district, there's the port town, and then there's the slums across the outside.
Did we come on different boats? Because it looks like we
No, you
have.
didn't come on different boats. You all came on the same boat. It's just I put you there.
Fair enough.
But apart from that, we'll find out how
Vine
much you
is
know
just
about
currently
Aniden.
chilling in the ocean.
Yeah, Vine is currently swimming. We will find out how much each of you know about this town next time. But this is the wonderful port town of Aniden. It is not to scale by any means.
Add that in a little note in the corner, not to scale.
Yeah, definitely
Actually,
not to scale.
Owen, can I have left some gold?
Oh, the
for barkeep
castle's only
for,
12 feet
a little,
long.
Oh, you want to leave some gold for the barkeep? Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I leave him 10 gold for all the.
Leave 10 gold. Mark 10 gold off. That's
The
fine.
nightmares I've given him.
To
Fine.
The
the
simple came on,
ruins.
it's only 5'6". No, just...
Yeah, it's not to scale. That's Roll20's fault, not
yeah,
mine.
Yeah.
I can set it to be to scale, but I haven't figured out what the scale is.
Nah.
No, it's fine. Okay, that's
Nah,
all good.
that'll take way too long. Okay.
Yeah, it's just
According
too
to the scaling,
complicated.
that this big galleon would be about 4 meters long.
Yeah, it's definitely not to scale.
It's fine then. Okay, that's just brilliant, Owen.
That is
I love
us
it.
Yeah,
done
this is a
for the session. So everyone say goodbye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello.
And that is us completed and done.